All right. Afternoon. Just chilling right now. The game is 4-4 right now. I'm sorry I came on a little late. I'm doing some cooking and getting ready for tomorrow. I'll be off tomorrow. All right. Williams killing Celtics. I mean the Bucks down low. So it's 6-4 Milwaukee. Holiday for three in and out. Jalen Brown. Williams again wide open. Blocked by Holiday. Giannis got the ball. Open. Giannis. Nice. And good. Giannis 6'6". Giannis with the Dr. J moves. I keep telling you people, the new Dr. J plays just like Dr. J. Jalen Brown in and out. Giannis got the ball again. Giannis for three. Off. Jalen Brown. Bringing it up. Off. Boy, these guys are chucking shots. And you wonder why the new NBA is not enjoyable. Oh, Drew Holiday missed Matthews with the cut underneath the hoop. 6-6, 8 minutes, 20 seconds in the first period from the Mecca in Milwaukee. Pouring rain here in New York, to tell you that right now. Up here. Tatum. All right, Williams for free. In and out. Prize you goes in. Giannis and one. So Milwaukee up first time today, 8-6. As Giannis Antetokounmpo boys. There you go. Boston's done a good job with Giannis. Let's give credit where it's due. Good. 9-6 Bucks. Tatum. Brown, who catalyst for a win night's game. And wait, tie game 3-pointer for Al Horford. 15 years. Give that kid a lot of credit. 15 years. Sean's in the building. Want to come up? Come up. You know, we talk about you want to come up, bro. Pick up from last night. You know, it's sad, but it ain't much to talk about. I wish they do something. But football gotta take a break. These are human beings. They're not cyborgs. Boy, Sean's in the building. All right. Holiday. Nice pick by Giannis. Good. 11-9 Milwaukee. 7 minutes to go in the first. Afternoon to everybody. I won't be on tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I'll be off tomorrow. Uh, Spending time watching the hockey last night, which was absolutely scintillating, especially Edmonton. And Evander Kane, I put him in the thumbnail for a reason. Giannis good. Giannis with 7 points, off to a great start today. Um. All right, bro. Have a good night, good day at work. I'll see you later tonight up here after the Warriors game. Baby bro at work making his paper. Timeout 13-9 Milwaukee. Last night, the last two games, the Oilers, matter of fact, you could say all three games because the Kings earned the first one. They did. They deserved to win the first one. Edmonton's on fire, folks. I mean, it's everything I said it will. And guess who leads the playoffs in goals? You guessed it. Show it to you. You guessed it. This brother up here, the great Evander Kane, 5 goals in 3 games. I believe he has 7 or 8 points in 3 games. Edmonton is on fire right now, and they just look unstoppable right now. This is the team that people in the motherland out in Alberta wanted to see. Don Philly in the building. What's up, Don? Appreciate you, man. Sixers last night showed some backbone. I think tomorrow's game can go either way, but it wouldn't surprise me if Philly wins. It wouldn't surprise me if Philly wins again because they're healthy again. Embiid looked good last night. Maxey is a beast, like I told people he would be. The 76ers are start. Last night they looked like the way they obliterate the Toronto Raptors in the first round. You should be. Philadelphia should be happy right now. I don't know about the Phillies, but you should be happy with the Eagles draft. I love what the Eagles did. I got the Eagles winning that division easy. Cowboys lost too much on offense, and um, Sixers look very promising. Now, I wouldn't fire Doc Rivers to bring in. Yeah, he sure is. I mean, I love Maxey. Now I see why last year when they was talking Lillard for Maxey and that bum who's in Brooklyn right now, uh, I could see why you guys didn't want Maxey to get traded. Phillies are terrible. Yeah, you don't blow a 7-1 lead to the Mets in the ninth inning, man. I hate the Mets more than any team in New York. You want Doc fired, Auntie? Okay, brother. See, the reason why I don't want him fired because they already have his replacement, and it's Mike D'Antoni. And you know damn well you're not winning with Mike D'Antoni. And T, I heard had another blazing show last night. Good for that, brother. You haven't signed up yet. Sign up for the Boiler Room. Doc is the most overrated coach in history. And by the way, I never disagreed with you about Nick Nurse, but Nick Nurse is a hell of a coach, man. Don Philly says Doc is not that bad, I think. I think Doc's problem is in game adjustments. And I think a lot of young guys tune him out. That's what I think is the problem with him in Philly. Giannis, Bobby Phils listed. All right, Boston got it. Jaylen Brown, 13 bucks, 6:21 left. D'Antoni may not blow a 3-1 lead, but D'Antoni ain't going to get you to the promised land. At least Doc got to the promised land twice. 1-1, lost one. Huntington for 3, in and out. Stolen by Holiday, going out of bounds. Oh, he didn't do it. Williams caught it. Slam dunk Boston, 13-11 Milwaukee. This is a terrible play by Jrue Holiday. Yeah, thank you, Don Philly. You guys want to come up? I'll drop the link again. I mean, right, Jalen Marcus Smart on the break. And that was a great win for Dallas last night. Raven Knight was up here. He didn't pay no attention to the game because the beautiful, sexy Red was up here. So he was paying more attention to that beautiful woman than he was the game, but he was happy. Sexy Red is tremendous. I thank her again. I thanked her in Platt's room this afternoon, and she was tremendous up here last night. Just tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Appreciate her giving us 90 minutes of her time. Memphis at Golden State later tonight. Tomorrow, 3:30, Suns and Mavericks, 8 o'clock, game 4 of the Sixers and the Heat tomorrow night. I may do that game. I'll think about it. If you get the back signal around 7 o'clock tomorrow night, you know I'm gonna be on to do that game. All right, Williams, Dr. Tatum, Jason, everything around. Marie Antique comment in a minute. Grant Williams. All right, Bobby Phil's got the rebound. Again, one thing about this series I like a lot, very physical. Huntington for 3, good. 16-13 Bucks, timeout Boston. Doc was babysitting teenagers in Boston. A chimpanzee could have coached them to a title. He almost blew that too. What, the first one? He did blow it against, the one when Kobe only scored 7 points, game 7. I think the referees helped the Lakers a lot in that game 7. Remember, the game was in LA in 2010. It was in LA, so. I used to like Doc, but I can understand why guys just can't take Doc. And I mean, you wonder, of course, everybody wonders about him. Doc Rivers, the incompetent one. That's why I call him. So 16-13 Milwaukee. First quarter, about 5 minutes left. Pretty helter-skelter first quarter. And he had 3 7-game series in those playoffs in 08. Let's see. LeBron was 1. They pulled that one out. Who they play in the Eastern Conference Finals? It wasn't Cleveland. Who did they play? Oh, Detroit. That was Detroit's last hurrah. And they beat LA in 6. They destroyed LA in game 6 in Boston. I didn't even watch the game, but I saw the celebration in Boston. Anything's possible, Kevin Garnett. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm no Doc Rivers lover now. I mean, the coach I like in NBA, I support my Portland guys, Monty Williams and Yume Udoka. I'm shocked, and I'm happy that Udoka is having great success. I know Auntie don't want to hear this name, but the other night in Game 2, they showed the luxury suite. It was the first. She's going to be the first female NBA coach, Carol Walters, with Brad Stevens. In the middle of that triumphant was Bill Belichick. And there was no smiles in that room. It was more talking, probably asking Bill about she was picking Bill's and Brad Stevens' minds for advice. they would have lost if Bynum was healthy. Okay, I know this. As Michael said, and Candace Parker at the game together. Candace looks absolutely smashing. I don't care about her lifestyle. She is one gorgeous sister. Remember, she's from Chicago, so Chicago to Milwaukee is like an hour away. Hour 15 minutes is like me to Philly. Me to Philly is not that far. What a joke. Doc Rivers or Candace. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Carol Walters. Yes, she's going to be a head coach. I think the first three women coaches are going to be Carol Walters, um, Walters, will be Walters. Dawn Staley, if she wants it, I think she would rather stay in college, an easier life. And she's in her 50s now. She's built a dynasty in South Carolina. And the other one's definitely my girl, Becky Hammond. And I don't think I'll give I'll give Phillips one more year. He doesn't get it done, they'll fire both him and the young GM in Portland and bring in Becky Hammond. She said if she does get a pro NBA job, she's bringing Sue Bird as her GM. And I think Miss Allen, who is the owner because of the greatest owner ever, Paul Allen passed away 3 years ago. She will give her her blessing. So, guys, I think Walters will get a job this year. 3-pointer for Bobby Phills, 21-15 Milwaukee. I think Walters will get a job. If not this year, definitely next year. And I think watch Portland very closely because they will be the team to pull the trigger on Becky Hammond. The fans wanted her. I wanted her. It would have been something new and dynamic. I know Lillard is kicking himself about Chauncey Billups. And away we go. All right, Tatum, Jaylen Brown for three, way off. Huntington with the rebound. Giannis is going to take the rest of the court. Oh, Giannis is on the scorers table. And Pritchard's getting ready for Boston. Cunnington for three. Wait, in and out. Here we go. See what Ante says. What a joke. I may do Philly and Miami tomorrow. Lopez called for the foul. If I do come on tomorrow night, I'll come on at 7:15. I'm gonna give the recap of the day in sports. And again, bless. I hope every mother has a happy Mother's Day around the world. Give me a second, guys. Back to 21-17. Boston. Brown made both free throws. Tatum. Offensive foul on Tatum. Tatum elbowed him in the face. Don't even complain, Jason. All right, Giannis, a minute and a half left in the first. Good defensive game. Giannis fouled again, going to the foul line. 21-17. Milwaukee. Yeah, I'll probably do the Sixers game tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll do that game. Sixers and Heat. I'll recap the whole day, give you baseball scores, hockey. Giannis misses the first. Tell you what he does with the second. It's the second. So Milwaukee up 5 with a minute 27 to go in the first quarter. Both teams shooting bricks and both teams playing good defense. Game 3 from the Mecca. I will be back later tonight for Golden State and Memphis. Tatum good with the layup. Off. Good block. All right. Giannis got to stop trying to bowl over people. All right. Milwaukee's going to challenge the call. I'll be back in a quick second. Got a big condo here. I have to go walk all the way out to the kitchen. Be right back. What's up, Labs? My boy's in the building. Antonio Labs at the end of one. Milwaukee up 19 on the Celtics. Antonio Labs. Brother in the building. What's up, brother? How you doing today, Antonio? Welcome back, bro. So far, game is sloppy, but the defense is very good by both teams. After one, like I said, Milwaukee up by 3, 22-19. I'll be on tomorrow night. Made up my mind. I'll be on tomorrow night. I'm gonna do Miami and Philly. I'll be on at 7:15. And the game starts at 8 o'clock. Thank God they changed the time. Oh. Let's see, can Philly give the same energy tomorrow night that they gave last night? So I'll be on. Should I do later than that? Yeah, I should. I'll be on at 7:30. I could do a half-hour pregame up here of that game. Right, Giannis got 8 points so far. Got off to a lot better start. I mean, first two games, they really bottled him up. Boston's done a good job. I mean, Boston's legit, but I don't see them beating a team like. I could see them winning this series. I don't see them beating the Heat, though. And the reason why I don't is I just think the Heat's deeper, and I think the Heat's better. And Jimmy Butler is playing like a mega star player in these playoffs. I mean, Jimmy lost last night. He had 33 points. Played well. I'm not a Jimmy Butler fan. Jimmy's played well, folks. That's tomorrow night. I knew Malika would be there. I know she would be there for Gian. Pritchett missed the three. Giannis. Mm. Tatum. Good defense by the Bucks. Both teams playing great defense. Horford again. In and out. Horford again. Good. 22-22. There you go. Lopez slammed it back in. 24-22 Milwaukee. Off. Rebound. Lopez. Giannis bringing it up. Brooke Lopez, nice jump hook. Milwaukee up by 4. 26-22, 10 minutes to go in the first half. Giannis with the rebound. Grayson Allen off. Tatum. Williams with the short jumper, 26-24. Williams got 8 points so far. Giannis. Giannis with the dunk, falling over Jason Tatum. Garrett White with the free, 28-27. Milwaukee. This is a fascinating game, folks. I'm glad I'm doing this game for you. Giannis for 3, way off. So Milwaukee is 2 for 12 from 3. All right. All right, these guys are missing. Both teams going up and down. Drew Holiday. Another turnover. Tatum's going to dunk. Oh, all right. Tatum hurt his wrist, and it was a clean play. Giannis tried to block it, his shot, to block the dunk. Tatum, I think, is going to be okay. All right, Boston's up 1. They're going to check on Tatum's wrist. Giannis got 2 fouls. He's going to sit for a while. I don't think it was a flagrant, folks. He just went up for the block. No, it wasn't flagrant. So no flagrant. It wasn't flagrant. Giannis went for the block. It was a clean play. Lopez, and one. Beautiful baby hook by Lopez. High game, folks. 30-30. These guys are playing defense, folks. That's what's going on here. They're playing defense. All right, Milwaukee takes the lead back. All right. Jaylen Brown. Did Jaylen Brown ever rest? What a shot by Jaylen Brown. Between two bucks and still put it in. So Jrue Holiday. Lopez is hot right now. Giannis. There is not. Boston's playing. Both teams playing tremendous defense. Offer for three. Air ball. One of the best rivalries in the history of the NBA. Timeout on the floor. Giannis has come to play. Tatum has only got 2 points. That dunk when he got hurt. But he's okay. He's back out there. Milwaukee up 1, 33-32. I just saw the LeVar Ball commercial with LaMelo on AT&T. I mean, I'm enjoying this game so far. You know, I gotta give it to Milwaukee and Boston. I said this would be the best series. They're playing like it. All right. Whew. So far, like I said, this game is pretty good defensively. Later tonight, uh, we'll find out something about Ja Morant these next two games. And I love Ja. But these are the games that you have to win in the playoffs on the road against a dynastic franchise like the Golden State Warriors. See what game is first today. Colorado is at Nashville, Rangers in Pittsburgh, and the Flames and the Dallas Stars. I don't know about Calgary right now. They always disappoint. Let's get back to the NBA. They should be back from commercial. They are. All right, here we go. Boston, Milwaukee got the ball. 32-31 Boston. Just under 7 minutes left in the half. Drew Holiday with the layup, 33-32. Milwaukee. Tatum's bringing it up. Holiday is guarding him. Williams. Marcus Smart. Blocked. Grayson Allen. Taking his time. Bobby Portis. Fumbled the ball out of bounds. Milwaukee got 7 first half turnovers so far. What happens? Williams. Marcus Smart. Allen fouled him. I think Marcus Smart is going to the foul line for 2. Oh boy. All right, Milwaukee, Boston's back up by 1. Smart hit both free throws, 34-33. Boston, 6 minutes left in the half. Lopez, Grayson Allen, bringing it out. Nice block by Williams. And good. Holiday hits a 3. Milwaukee back up by 2. What a sequence that was. Hell of a defensive game so far. Marcus Smart. Miss. Williams. Tatum. All right. Tatum's going to the foul line for 2. Misses the first. Giannis is back in the game. Let's see how they play him. All right. Tatum made the second. Giannis. Nice shot over Williams. Milwaukee up 3. 5 minutes to go in the half. 38-35. Giannis. Beautiful shot by Giannis. You know Malika's there. For her boy. Malika's looking real good today. Malika's something else. I know she did what she did with Kobe. That's 3 on Giannis. Oh, okay. Jaylen Brown on the free throw line. 8 points in the first set. He had 25 at halftime on Wednesday night. Makes the first. All right, George Hill was called for the foul, not Giannis. That's a wink, wink. Referee's favor to keep the score in the game. That's how it works in the NBA. That is definitely Giannis. This is the first. Horford back in the game. All right. All right. Grant Williams going to the foul line. Makes the first. Boston back up by one with 4 minutes and seconds left. Giannis. 40-39. Milwaukee. What a block by Giannis. Oh, what a play by Giannis. 42-39, Milwaukee. And finally, we see the white towels being waved in Milwaukee today. It's been very quiet. All right, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Marcus Smart makes the first one. Makes both free throws. Bucks up by one, 3.5 to go. First half. Giannis bringing it up. Well, Giannis is some player, folks. I was talking to a woman about 2 hours ago about Giannis. He's watching the game today at her house. Said that she likes the Celtics. Giannis 16.7 rebounds, 1 block. Oh, makes the Giannis makes both free throws. Milwaukee up 344-41 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. All right, timeout on the floor. Lopez guys third. I'll be back in a minute. All right. Bucks up by 2. Less than a minute to go. Guess Giannis got his third foul. Yeah, he got his third foul. Williams hit the free throw, so Milwaukee's up 1. Tony Manzano's with us. Afternoon, Tony.
Hey, what's up?
Watching the basketball game. This referee.
Let's see. I'm gonna check, see if they have any updates for the NHL. I thought there was games today.
They're all on TNT, triple header. The Nashville and Colorado just started.
Holy crap! That was
For you. Your second game will be Florida lost today. Or your second game will be Rangers and Pittsburgh, and then the night game is Calgary at Dallas. All on
honestly.
TNT.
I'm scared, Mace. I think I th- I think we're gonna be swept. I don't think the Panthers are gonna win a game.
Well, the Panthers won game 1.
No, they lost.
No, they won game 1. They lost game 2 and game 3. All right, Boston's up 4 at halftime.
Okay, let's see. I'm watching the replay. They have a replay review right now in Cleveland.
What's that, baseball?
Yep.
How you like the big 3 last night, Manzano?
Big 3?
Oh yeah. Kane had the hat trick. Draisaitl had 2 goals, and I think McDavid had 3 assists.
Uh, uh, for me, I could care less who wins that series. To be honest, I would want Edmonton to win to shut up the fans down here.
I know one thing: the NHL is loving every minute of it. If you saw the post game on NHL Network, they couldn't stop showing the highlights. I think today is going to be very interesting. Let's see if the Rangers could. Well, the Rangers did bounce back. That's right. They beat the hell out of the other night.
So, Mace, do you think the Panthers win another game? Do you think it's going to be like 3-1? Do you think the Capitals win this series like 3-1 or 4-2?
I think you shouldn't sell the Panthers short yet.
No, but what's scaring me is this our goalie seems like he's choking.
That's what he did in Columbus.
Let's see. Hey, Mace, do you think they could actually? Do you think they can actually have natural grass in Toronto or no?
You know what happened? A couple of years ago, they put that in. It didn't work. So they put back the turf.
former Jays outfielder now as a pitcher, seeing their relief, albeit his team has a 7-run deficit.
What the? Oh, why? Like they couldn't like keep it up? Like
I
how
think
many?
so. I think so, Tony.
Yeah.
But
So
they played.
places.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you think places like the dome stadiums can't have natural grass?
I think it depends. Who pulled it off?
Miami.
Oh, they have natural grass?
Yeah, they have natural grass, but remember they're retractable. They're a retractable roof stadium.
And they never have the roof open, though.
It's rare. Yeah, I agree with you. It's rare.
Let me see. Milwaukee has grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Houston has
Houston
grass.
has
Arizona
grass.
has grass.
I think Toronto. I think Houston has natural grass.
And so does Arizona.
Yeah, but it uh, maybe it's because they were able to water the grass correctly. Maybe that's why they're able to, like places like Miami. I think Tampa and the other dome stadiums like Tampa, and Toronto, they have to have turf because I don't think they can water it.
Who's the dome where they have grass in the infield and turf in the outfield?
Dome?
Yeah, I think Tampa used to do that.
Oh no. Safeco.
No, Safeco's always been grass.
Okay. What other dome stadiums are there? Is it Minnesota?
They don't have a dome.
Retractable roof, I'm saying.
No, they don't have that in Minnesota. Minnesota, they play outside.
Wait, I thought Minnesota used to be a dome.
Yeah, that was like what? I'm going to say that was like 10 years ago.
There's not a lot of dome stadium. There's not a lot of dome stadium. Oh, is it Oakland? Maybe.
No, Oakland never plays in the dome.
Arizona.
They have grass. They always had grass.
Yeah, I think there's not really a lot of dome or retractable roof stadiums in
Baseball anymore.
It
Baseball.
used to be was it Tampa always outdoors or were they?
Tampa's always in the dome.
No, my mistake. Atlanta.
Always outdoors.
Okay. None of the California teams were
Have a dome.
out of a dome. No northern team was, except for Minnesota at one point. Wait, was Detroit ever in the dome?
No.
Yeah, so it's hard to say because it must have been like, for me, I think it must have been Arizona because I remember when they first opened their stadium, I think the infield was turf. The infield was grass and the outfield was turf. It was the original. It was their old stadium.
They came into the Manzano when they came in the league in 1998. They always had that dome where they play at right now, and it was always grass.
Oh, maybe it was the Marlins when. I think it was the Marlins. Maybe when they were playing in Dolphin Stadium that they had
the
to
Dolphins
put turf
had
in.
no dome, and the Dolphins hadn't had turf in 50 years.
Okay.
I think it was Tampa.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was Tampa. I think they had, which has a weird. That's a weird mixture. How does that even work? Seriously, the ball's gonna be bouncing really weird because it's rolling on grass for a little bit, then the dirt, then turf.
I agree.
Do you think most? Do you think stadiums would ever move to turf, or they actually would prefer to move to actual grass, Mace?
A lot of teams used to play on turf. I can tell you used to play on turf right now in the old days. St. Louis.
But they're on grass now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Houston, Kansas City,
Did any of the other team on the West Coast play on turf, like
San
from the
Francisco used to
Pacific
be. They were the
Northwest?
only ones. San Francisco. Beautiful, nicer in the building. Pop her up. Chill out with us for as long as he wants.
Yeah, no, it's odd. I think you see turf more in a lot more in baseball than you see in football. You don't see a lot of stadiums in football having what is it called?
Let's see. Now, football got more than baseball now. Because I'm going to tell you right now. Philadelphia, grass. The Mets, grass. Florida, Miami has grass or they have turf?
No, their grass, natural grass. So is Tampa. But
Okay.
Jacksonville, I think, is turf.
No, I'm talking about in baseball. Phillies, grass.
No, I'm talking about football.
Oh, football. Buffalo's turf. New England's turf. Jets are turf. That's three right there. Miami's grass. Pittsburgh is grass.
Are most of
Philly-
the northern teams like on the East Coast going up turf because of the cold weather?
Yeah, but Patriots, Bills, and Jets are all northeast. They all got turf.
Is Philly turf?
No, not anymore. Cincinnati got turf. Baltimore got turf. That's five teams right there, man. It's on the AFC alone.
Washington.
Houston got turf. That's 6.
Mm-hmm.
Indianapolis, that's 7.
Okay.
Tennessee
New Orleans.
and New Orleans got turf. Well, I'm going for the AFC first. That's 7 in the AFC. Then you got Raiders, turf. That's 8. Kansas City went to grass. Chargers are turf. That's 9. Denver's grass. So right now you got 9. Now let's go to the NFC. Dallas is turf. That's 10. Giants is turf. You can't count the. Yeah, you could do that. 11. Green
Green
Bay,
Bay.
Detroit's turf. Minnesota's turf. That's 13 teams already.
Green Bay.
And yeah, then New Orleans, Atlanta are turf. That's 15. Arizona, 16. Seattle, 17.
Jesus.
Rams, 18. So you got 18. You got really 18 teams on turf.
Oh wait. So wait. Green Bay plays on natural grass even though they're in cold weather?
Yep.
That's odd. You would think it would be better for them to
Play on turf.
yeah, turf because of that cold weather. Oh no, wait. I've been to Jacksonville Stadium, Mace. They're turf.
No,
Actually.
Jacksonville's grass. Jaguar, grass.
Oh, I think originally their stadium was turf. Like their old stadium, Everlast Field or whatever it was called.
That's what it's called now, yeah.
Oh, so Philly moved recently to natural grass?
Yeah, the last 20 years.
You don't think they would ever go back to wait, is Pittsburgh turf?
The Steelers went to grass.
Okay. Cleveland?
Grass.
You said Detroit's turf. Kansas City. You said turf.
Grass.
Okay.
Grass. The whole AFC, no, the AFC West, the two grass teams are Denver and Kansas City.
The two southern teams in the AFC are
Turf. Houston, Indianapolis. Not turf.
no, I'm talking about the southern. Like, I'm not talking about the division. I'm talking about southern teams like that are in the South in the AFC. Jacksonville and Miami are turf, natural grass, but Houston is turf and stuff like that. Oh wait, all three Florida teams are natural grass. You said, right?
Yeah, Tampa Bay is grass.
Both Texas teams are turf.
Yep.
Which for me that makes no sense. I'm kind of surprised that since they're in outdoors. Wait, is it a dome now or is it
Who's
in
the dome?
Houston? I thought they were outdoors.
Houston is a dome, but they play out. They usually open the dome.
Okay. Arizona
It's
is
grass.
turf.
I mean turf. Turf.
Turf. You said? Did you say Denver's turf?
Denver's grass.
Quest.
Definitely turf.
Any of the California teams turf?
The Rams and the Chargers.
Oh yeah, because they're in. They play indoors, correct?
Yeah.
Do you with San Diego? Do you think they're ever going to build a stadium for them?
Nope.
So they don't have to in LA. So they don't have to share with the Rams.
Nope.
For me, it made no sense for them to move to LA. I understand why they did that, but they're basically the second team.
As long as Justin Herbert's there, you're going to get the visiting team's money.
Do you think outdoor teams are ever going to move to turf, Mace?
Well, I named you a few teams outdoors that play on turf. Patriots, Jets, Bills, they're all outdoors. And when the Bills' new stadium open, it ain't going to be retractable. I think that's crazy.
It makes sense why they want to do retractable.
But they didn't do it. The governor said it's not retractable.
Do you think they're ever going to rebuild Lambeau, Mace? And make it retractable or upgrade it?
They've been upgrading it. Lambeau used to be like 40,000 seats. Now it's 70,000. They got a Hall of Fame. They got restaurants there now. It's like a museum.
So, would you ever go to, like, have you ever, being that you're a Cowboys fan, Mace, did you ever go to Cowboys games?
I'm not
when
a
you were young?
Cowboys fan, remember?
No, you said you're NFC team with the
Used to
Cowboys.
be the Cowboy. It used to be.
Okay.
But did I go to Cowboy games? No. I went to a few Dolphins. I hope to go this year. That's why it's very important to all of us that the schedule comes out next week.
For me, I kind of hope. For me, I hope both the Jets and to get them out of the way. I would rather have the Bills and Jets the first week of the first 4 weeks of the season. And then have.
Well, last year they got lucky. They ain't playing no cold weather games against the Bills, Jets, and Patriots.
It doesn't always work like that every year, though.
That's the first
then
time in a long time they didn't do that.
yeah, and having the Patriots week 9 and 8 and 9 get all. Has it ever had Mace? Do you ever remember the AFCs ever having all 6 of their games at the end of the season, like weeks 13 through 16?
The AFC East, no. Last year, the Redskins had their last 5 games in the division.
No, that. Oh, you never seen the AFC East? Hey, Nicer.
Hey, what's up?
The beautiful
What's up,
Nicer joined
Macy?
us. What's up, girl?
Oh man, it's a beautiful sunny day here. It's 73. But you know what? Because I just checked the forecast. Because I was gonna ask my neighbor. She wanna fire up the grill tomorrow, but tomorrow is gonna be down to 58 with a 70% chance of rain. So I think I'm gonna hit her up and see if we can get it cracking next weekend. Because next week is gonna be in the 70s also.
Yeah, here this week in New York, it's going to be in the 80s all week.
Honestly, I kind of wished it's too hot up here, down here in Florida because of 90-degree like humidity and stuff. I kind of wish we had like 60, 50, 60-degree weather down here because it gets too hot. Like during the middle of the summer and spring, we start sweating and stuff like that because of the hot weather and stuff like that.
Maybe I'm biased, but no, Minnesota summers are perfect.
Yep,
I don't
it
even
sure
mind the
is.
humidity at all. Just wipe it off your face. That's it, man.
And you live around lakes, those are the most
Yeah, we
beautiful
got a lot of
summers.
lakes around here.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because you guys really don't get a lot of high humidity. We get like 90, like 60, 70, 80, 90% humidity.
We do
in
too.
Florida.
In beginning in June, we get high humidity here. June to August. Then
Yeah, I
August,
wouldn't even
everything
mind that at
changes.
all, man. I would just be happy it's so warm and just to be outside. I would be happy.
The hottest month here is July.
Yeah, same
Have you ever
here,
got
July and
100-degree
August.
weather, Miss, in New York
Oh, what's up, Anzana?
during the summer? Have you ever got 100-degree weather?
Of course. July is our hottest month, and for some strange reason, I'm not kidding, August turns into football weather here.
Oh, so you got to like get 60, 50 60
Like
degree weather?
we get like 80 degrees, but it's very low humidity.
Well, I was just about to say, Mace, because I've seen that movie, Do the Right Thing, and that was filmed in New York
Yeah, Brooklyn.
on a hot summer day, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they still was all outside. Everybody on that block was outside. They were what you call it, the
I do
fire
not.
hydrant.
Yeah. I do
They
not like.
did. That was a funny scene though. You know the dude, the Italian dude, he had
Mm-hmm.
his top down. He tried to drive his car by the fire hydrant. He knew he was gonna get sprayed, but he went forward anyways.
And I used to
And
be
that was a
big.
funny scene.
I used to be big here in New York, but not anymore because what has happened, I'll say the last 30 years. Well, I shouldn't say 30 years, about 20 years ago. I mean, 30 years in the 90s. So many kids were getting shot at by the driver of the cars.
Man, it's not that serious. Wow.
So
Hey, Mace, do they still shut down around you when they tape TV shows, big TV shows and stuff like that?
yeah,
Because I know, like in Brooklyn, no, not Brooklyn, Manhattan, they depending on where you are, they shut it down to film that show with Tom Selleck Blue Bloods?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to see that when I was in LA. You know, when they had a film location that they would uh shut the street down, when you see the yellow tape, you know that was a film location. I seen that a couple times when I was in LA.
Well, LA is the home of that stuff. People are used to it.
Yeah.
New York isn't because
No, New
they
York
don't
got
really tape.
stars here. We
No,
got a lot
they
of
rarely
stars here.
tape shows on location in New York because how congested it is and stuff like that.
Well, they tape like Nicely said, Blue Bloods.
hmm
They taped. They filmed CSI New York and it has to be on X in the City.
Law and Order.
A lot of TV shows are
Yeah.
based out of New York, right?
Yep.
Because Hollywood is mostly movies.
Yeah, but we're more famous for Broadway plays.
Oh, that's what I always want to. So if I ever get to New York, when I go visit New York, that's what I want to do is check out a Broadway play. I want to go. I want to see the Apollo Theater. Is that still open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
is.
yeah, I want to go check that out, man. I want to Macy, you gotta show me all the spots. I don't want to go to the tourist spots. I want you to show me, um, show me all the cool sites and things like that.
That is going to be hard for me to do because I really don't hang in the cool spots. A Relentless can show you. He goes everywhere here.
Oh, that's
Grinder,
weak, Macy. That
right?
that that just sounds like a
Grinder
weak
can.
excuse. Come on, man.
Grinder could.
I come all the way to your city.
You
I want
can
to hang
see
out.
me,
Go
girl. You
check
can
out
see
some
me.
live music. Do something. Get a slice of pizza. Come on now.
I could do
Don't be
that
like
with
that,
you.
Mace.
Yeah, girl, I could do that with you. But taking you to the hot spots, I can't do that. I'm serious. I mean, a lot of
Well, at
people
least, all
think,
right, just at least one cool club, one cool local club, man, just to check out some live music. I'm not asking for too much. Come on, Mace. I
all
come
right,
visit your city.
I'll ask Relentless today. Where's the hot spot here?
Ah,
Thank you. I don't. Everybody thinks I'm kidding around when I say these things. I do not hang out. I never did in my life. And part of it is, as when I was obese, nobody wanted to be around me. Imagine
all
me
right.
at
Well, hold
night,
up, Mace.
girl.
'Cause I don't want you to think, well, we're going to go clubbing all night long, and then go hit up IHOP in the morning for breakfast. No, I'm gonna like hang
Oh,
out for an hour, and then grab a slice of pizza, and then
we
just.
can do that without a problem.
Yeah, see,
That's
that's what I'm
nothing to
talking
me.
about. I'm not. Yeah, come on. I'm not a young teenager anymore. Uh, but you asked me to go hang out with Relentless. I know he's only what 19, 20. I remember being that age. You was hanging out all night long. I can't hang out like that. I can
Grinder
barely hang
can.
with Kuda when he does his live shows, man.
Now that's a place. If you have you ever been to DC?
No, not yet. That's another place I want to visit.
Yeah, that's a spot. Right. If you're into museums, if you're into culture, uh,
Yes, see, like
DC, DC
that's
is
where
good.
they have the Smithsonian Native American Museum. I've always
Hmm.
wanted to check that out, and I'm sure they've got
DC,
many other dope museums too.
see, New York has changed a lot in the last decade. And now that they got rid of the tourists, which everybody celebrates here.
Yeah, I remember watching a couple of times when Kevin Samuels would pull up on New York, and then he would be out in the streets showing how empty the streets was. Well, this was during the lockdown and stuff. Um, when the pandemic was at its height. Um,
The sad part about this town, how much has changed. I'll tell you how much has changed. Everything is the clubs, the gyms, and fashion. It's
Right.
not. It's not the old rock. It's not like the old days when you could do a lot of things. It's changed now. You know, and it's
Yeah,
sad.
yeah, you know, Minneapolis has changed a bunch too. Um, that's just what happens. That happens in every city across this great country, man. It's not gonna look the same as it did when you was growing up. That's for sure.
I remember 2 years ago, I asked somebody because they moved where I used to live, and that person told me, "Mace, the neighborhood doesn't change; the people change." I said, "Good point. Good to see you, Little Rock." Yes, I said, "That's good. It's the people that make things bad in the community or makes it better."
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
That's why that gentrification is big.
Well, see, I'm lucky. I'm blessed because the area I grew up in, all the families around me on the block I grew up in, they definitely believed in family values and things like that. When you're a little kid, if you did something you weren't supposed to do, you wouldn't get away with it because word would get back to your mom from other people that kept eyes on everything that's going on, um, in the neighborhood. You couldn't get away with anything, man.
Yeah, you don't get
See,
that no
I think
more.
that's what's missing with this generation. They're not they're putting the mobile devices in their kids' hands and not doing their responsibility as far as raising their children. You know, instilling them same values I had when I was growing up. They're not handling their business as parents. Well, I shouldn't say parents. Okay, as is the okay, I'm talking to the single mothers here. That's where the real problem lies,
I
in
totally
my
agree.
opinion.
I totally agree. That I to-
Yep. So yeah, it's finally starting to feel like spring around here.
Here in Mexico.
It was in like the 40s to 50s for the last couple of weeks. This is the first really nice day that we've had so far this year, and I think I'm gonna go hang outside for like a couple hours because well you know what because this Kevin Samuels passing has affected me. You know, it really hit me hard when I woke up this morning, and it's like my head is so messed up. I didn't even bother trying to make any music today or anything. I went, I made a nice little late lunch and had a big glass of iced tea. Now I'm just chilling. I'm about to take a nap, but I think when I get up, I'm gonna go hang out outside for a couple hours because I seen my neighbor was tending to her little garden on the side of our building.
You know what Platinum Elite
But
did today?
man,
I want,
if I knew today was gonna be so nice, because since I got two things of ribs in my freezer, I got a bunch of chicken wings and two things of burgers. Um, for the barbecue. If I knew today was going to be so nice, I would have took them out the freezer and we could have went ahead and barbecued today. But I think we'll wait till next weekend.
you know what Platinum did today on his platform? What I cried inside. In my opinion, the best video Kevin Samuels ever did, and the reaction, except for one woman in the chat room, the reaction of all the women in the chat room, they were like, "If I knew he was like this, I would have liked him more." I was laughing because you know,
Well,
uh,
I think all Kevin was really doing was telling it how it really is and on the dating market. Um,
You know what?
and a lot of the fault why dating isn't the enjoyable experience it should be. A lot of it does lie on the on the modern woman.
You know, my opinion. To be honest with you, I think
Yeah.
in the black black American culture, it's what's the word you want to use? Oh, it's obsolete now because too many women have avenues to go to get what they want. And the sad problem is, and black men don't realize this. As we trying to tell them up here, when you cannot get along with each other, but you don't confront your enemies, women look at that. All walks of life. That goes for every ethnic group of men. Women look at that and they go, "Yo, you're not even gonna fight or defend your peeps." So that plays a big part of it that we cannot get along as people, as men, and we don't. I hate to say this. We do not build in the communities.
Well, yeah, I can see the point you're making. Yeah, okay, it's incorrect for me to call it dating when it's more like people are just hooking up, um, pumping and dumping and things like that. So
No,
yeah,
I'm not.
I see your standpoint. It's really in bad shape when people are getting along with each other like that. That's just that just makes things worse.
Yeah,
Things are never going to get better. You continue down that path with that attitude,
yeah,
you know.
and the men are in denial. They don't realize how much these women, the black women, hate us. They don't believe it. I think now, after how a lot of them celebrated Kevin Samuel's death, they're beginning to realize it now, slowly but surely.
Well, that's a lot to take in when you've had one way of thinking your whole life that you believe the way the world is around you, and then you come across the manosphere, and then they're telling a whole different tale. They're telling you, um take a deeper look, take a really good look at what's going around you right now, and I'm gonna break down what you see. That really is a lot to take in. I know it was for me when I first came into this space. There was moments I had to step away for a few days and just stay off YouTube because I was processing the things that I was learning in the space. I'm still doing that. I've been in the space for a couple of years now, and I still find myself having to do that. It's when you see the
Excuse me.
week long or 2 week long absences, or you don't see me on YouTube. It's because I needed to step away
I
because
said
this
this
really is
last
a
night.
lot to take in.
I said this last night when I was in the hospital and in rehab. It was good to get a break from it, but then after a while, you're like, "Ah, I gotta get back on."
Yeah, you're right, Mason. It's good to get away and it's good to unplug for the sake of your sanity.
It's true,
You
yeah.
you can tell who's on YouTube all the time, all day
Mm-hmm.
long, day and night. They end up saying really goofy stuff. They're just here just being goofy all the time. And if they would realize, well, you know what, they need to get offline for a while and go outside like DJ Kuda be saying all the time, they would um start getting better. They won't be here saying really goofy stuff out loud all the time, and not even realize they might not even realize that they're doing so.
You're right. Because one thing, and I mean this, and I think a lot of these guys, they're like, "Yeah, really, man?" I tell these guys the truth up here. When this show is over, I don't even think about it. I don't even watch old shows, but I do. Don't. Also, something else I was gonna say about this. Oh, I do not think about this platform until 15 minutes before I come on the air. I'm not kidding. Because I gotta get in my head what I'm gonna talk about, where I'm gonna start this at. I don't even think about this.
So you just be winging it.
Exactly.
See, I wish I was like that. See, if I was to start going live and putting more pre-records and things like that, I would actually be watching old episodes just to learn, what I could be doing better, and things like that. But yeah, that's really cool. You don't even, as soon as you end the broadcast, you don't even think about it until the next time you're about to go live, like 15 minutes before the show. Then, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Me, I can't be like that. I think I'm too much of a perfectionist.
Because with me, not only do I enjoy what I do, I know what I'm doing. And that's very important.
See,
Like,
yeah, you're a natural.
yeah,
I know that for
I
a fact
appreciate
because
that.
I went back and watched your very first show. I could tell you were a natural because even with your first show, you knocked that out the park.
Yeah, everybody told me that. You know what it is with me? I was never scared. A lot of people get scared. I was never scared.
Yeah, you were definitely born to do sports broadcasting.
Yeah. Well, I think what helped me a lot, and I got a lot of props for this, is people started realizing in the manosphere, men and women, that I could talk about other things instead of sports, and they appreciate that about me.
Oh yeah, the variety is definitely important.
Yeah,
You
because
don't want to be one dimensional. So let me ask you, what um what direction do you see your channel going in the next few years? I know you're working on your studio that you're gonna bring like be able to pull up highlights. Am I saying that right? Where,
yeah,
where
I'm
you
gonna
can
start.
actually show where people can actually see it on the screen watching your shows.
Yeah, I'm also gonna do something that's gonna be unique. Uh, Whenever I do morning shows, it's gonna be one on one, and what that is like, let's say people want to get on the stream, right? They want to get on the platform. Instead of a platform, I'm gonna whoever wants to come up, I'll bring them up, and we'll talk about what they want to talk about, and I'll give them like 7 8 minutes to vent or to talk. Then the next person will come up, and I will talk to them because I think to me, panels are a problem.
Oh yeah, oh yes, I fully agree with that, man. I've seen some really wild panels, man.
I think a big
They'll
problem.
totally. It just takes one person to throw off a really good conversation.
Exactly.
Everything's going well. People on the panel are getting along with each other. It's just an all around great show. And then someone comes up on some goofy stuff and it just derails everything.
I
I've
tell
seen
you,
that many times, too
I know
many
there's
times
one
here.
particular guy that comes up here. You don't like him. And last night he was up here, and for the first 20 minutes he was up here, all he was doing is yelling and screaming at another panelist. You know what happened 20 minutes later?
What's that?
Both of them became good buddies. And me and Mr.
Yeah,
Miami,
that's funny how that happens, right?
yep, me and Mr. Miami, I test does that a lot. He comes on, he don't know guys up here who are here. He be yelling and cursing at them. And then like a half hour into the time he's up here, they connect with the other guy. Yeah. Yeah. Happens like that. And he does it a lot. But last night, that's what happened. That particular person you don't like, him and the other guy, after all the big arguments they did, 20 minutes later, they were like I said, acquaintances. And me and Mr. Miami was like, how the hell did that work? It's crazy. It's just crazy. You know, one thing about me, we was talking about him last night. And I was you up here last night?
I was for a little bit. I was hanging out for a little bit.
Oh, yes, right. Until he came up here. And I asked you the question, you think Cuda is better now or when Cuda was before? And
He is better now. He
totally agree
he
with
was
you.
always good because I've watched his earlier shows. He was always good, but you can tell comparing his shows then to his shows now, there's definitely improvement and growth there.
There you go. That's the promise
You
they
see,
make.
that's an important thing in him that I recognized right away. One of his better qualities, because I'm the same way. I'm all about growth and elevation and learning and becoming better, and that comes across in everything I do.
That's the one thing about you and him I like. I like about both of you.
It,
You two click.
we do, it's funny. I didn't recognize it right away. It took me a while to see it, but he's like my identical. He's the person that I've been looking for all my life because I
There
really
you
thought
go.
there really wasn't anyone like me, not to the extent that DJ Kuda is, but it's just like we're I don't know the right word for it.
The chemistry is good between both of you.
Yes, the chemistry is like the best way I can describe it is like we're pretty much identical.
Yeah, you click, both of
That's
you.
how much that's how similar we are.
And I gotta talk to Kuda. I gotta get him back in here. Get him on another one-on-one. He's been tremendous every time he came up here. So gracious. And I tell my old audience I used to have in the chat, oh, they love Kuda. They say, yo, yeah, Kuda, man, we getting equipment. That's why a lot of guys are not here no more. They listen to Kuda about equipment. And I told Kuda, I said, dude, I lost 8, 9, 10 guys in here because they went out and got equipment listening to you. Mr.
Yeah, they went
Miami,
on to
he
go do
worships
bigger and
it.
better things, man.
Yep, Mr. Miami, Raven, they worship the ground Kuda walks on.
Hey, when's 05 gonna start his channel?
Oh, I
I know
have no
Raven is
idea.
talking about he's getting his together.
I don't know. I know Raven's about to start up his, as he told us last week, playing with his toys. They told him to get.
Yep, and I'm getting a used PC next week because my laptop really ain't cutting it anymore.
I mean, Raven, I love you, but don't tell this lady up here that she's going cheap buying a used laptop. Come on, man.
Oh no, but he's right. He does have a point. But this is something that I'm gonna that's gonna tide me over until I have enough saved up for a really good computer, that the one that lasts at least 10 years. Because Raven says you buy the right computer, you only have to buy it once, and it'll last you at least 10 years before you have to go and get another one.
I've had mine for 2 years, and I listened to Cooper. I spent $1,400 on mine. It was really a $1,700 computer, but they gave me $300 off. I went to the company HP, and they built it for me. I have a
There you
streaming.
go.
I have a streaming slash gaming computer, but told me never play games on it, so I never play games on it.
But you don't really have any technical issues at all when you go live.
Nope.
If you do, it's because of the internet connection.
Yes, it's
It's
because of
not
the
your
Wi-Fi.
equipment. Yeah. So you see, Raven does have a point. You want to be professional. You want things to go smoothly. You don't want to have your channel looking janky, um looking unprofessional, looking like an amateur.
Well, one thing I think is important for everybody who is taking this seriously, get yourself a professional camera. I mean, I'm finally going to get mine next month. I
Yeah, I
don't
gotta
mind.
get that too.
When you
See,
get
before
that,
that,
then you're good. You're
yeah,
good to go.
yeah, that's what I plan to do next year. Actually doing videos. That's coming next year. See, I got so I didn't even realize when I first started my channel how long it would really take to actually put my studio together. Because I was
Yeah, that was
thinking,
me.
and I told you many times, I was like, oh, I'll have it up and running by March.
It's
No,
true.
it's
I mean, the day, I swear to you, I'm not lying to you, when God bless his soul, KS mentioned my name, the next day I said goodbye and I started building my platform. And guys didn't
that's why
believe,
you disappeared. Because
yeah, I was
I was
building
seeing you.
this. Yeah, it takes a
Okay.
while. Yeah.
Yeah, because from that time when I stopped seeing you in the chat up until when KS started getting 8,000, 10,000 people in the chat, that's when I stopped watching the show.
I
And
was
I
long
wasn't even
gone.
seeing you around at that time. I didn't even know you had started your own channel. Well, props
No,
to
I
you
was
for doing
building
that.
it.
I'm
I
glad
was
I
putting
ran
things together.
I don't even remember where I ran into you again, but I'm glad I did because I was
I
like,
ran
man,
into
where you
you.
been?
I ran into you in Cooter's room.
Oh, okay.
That's it. 'Cause I wanted to say what's up to Cooter. Yeah. I mean, Cooter, and this is why a lot of people don't like me. Like the gaming guys, the guys who like to talk about women, they don't like me because I was under Cooter's wing and they knew it.
See, because I really thought you were like a lot of these other guys that just leave the space and never come back. Because it was at least it was at least a few months, right? I didn't even see you around or things like that. Of course, I wasn't. I was taking big breaks myself. I wasn't checking out channels like I used to when I first came into this space.
I was always
I slowed that down a whole lot.
I was in Cooter's, I was in Game Changers room.
Yeah, I don't ever go to that channel,
Yeah,
so
I said that last night. I mean, the night before, I was telling guys, I said, bro, me and James Keels was talking about last night. We was talking about platinum. I remember when platinum first started. He used to get 4 people in the room. It was me, Keels, Jerome Whiteside, and I forgot who the other guy was. We were there every day to support him. And then because platinum used to be in here. So one night he came over and he said, well, I don't know why people don't come. I said, you know what it is, bro? Want the truth? He said, yeah, Mace, tell me. You have too many haters, bro. And guys don't want to see you succeed. I said, me? I'm not talking about the BS they talk about.
right.
And then once he
All right,
started,
hey, Mace, check this out. I'm gonna go plug in my phone. I'm gonna step away from my phone for a moment, but I'll be back. All right.
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
All right, folks, if you, Milwaukee's up 13 after 3. They have exploded. This is a heated rivalry, which I predicted it would be. This is the best series on the card in any NBA. I say this is one. Golden State Memphis is number 2, and this is a good series. This is physical. These teams don't like each other, which makes it for better basketball. When the teams don't like each other, when you see guys hugging, but when teams really don't like each other, then you're getting something good. You know what I'm saying? So they get ready to start the fourth quarter. In a minute, they're showing these stupid commercials. Um, Milwaukee up 13. This is a good game, physical, tough. I'll be back tonight for Memphis Golden State. It's at 8:30. I'll be on at 8:15, and we'll talk about this game, tomorrow's games. I'll be back on tomorrow night for Bucks Sixers. Excuse me, Bucks Heat Sixers game 4. course, Malika Andrews is one gorgeous black woman. Lord of mercy. All right. Jalen Brown made the shot. The rule for number 3. All right, 11 minutes, 15 to go. Boston down 11. Let's see if Boston can make a strong comeback here. Horford again. No good. Oh, he hit another 3. Damn. One thing about Boston I do respect, they are very resilient. I mean, they were just down 14. Now they cut the lead to 8. Horford has been open all game long. No basket. But Holiday was fouled. Cap for Life is up here. I didn't even see him come up here. What's up, Cap? Yo, Cap, you gotta come up here late at night because all the guys are here 1:30 in the morning. We talk Dolphins to 3:30 in the morning, bro.
Yeah, man, I knew it, man. I was just ever since I got this new schedule, man, I've been off whack, man. I try to be, and support as much as I can, man. But sometimes I just gotta go with the
feel
flow.
you, man. But I know you want to hear Dolphins and Heat talk, so all the guys up here from Miami are Heat fans, and I'll be doing the game tomorrow night. So,
what's your thoughts so far?
I think the Heat's gonna win, bro. I think it's anticlimactic. And I picked the Heat to go to the finals, bro, back in July last year. I'm dead serious. All the guys can validate it. All these Laker fans thought I was crazy.
Yeah, man. It's crazy how everybody all of a sudden is like, yeah, we lose, but at the same time, everybody would freak out, but everybody's like, yeah, we got this.
Yes, that series is over, bro. The Heat's just a better team. Now, when the Heat plays the winner of this game that's going on right now, it's going to be a little different. But like I said, if they play Boston, the one thing I don't like for Boston is Miami's depth, and Miami can play just as good of defense when they can.
Oh, yeah.
And Miami has home court, and I don't see Boston winning a game in South Florida.
They've always played each other hard, but yeah, it's like you say, man, that extra game really matters. Going down the stretch.
I just think Miami's the better franchise. Also, I think Boston 30 years ago, yeah, but today, the Heat, the Warriors, those are your top franchises. Bucks win another one, they'll join that group. Right now, it's the Heat and the Warriors, in my opinion.
Who won today? The Bucks, you said?
They're playing now. Milwaukee's up 10 with 10 minutes to go. Giannis wide open 3. Good. Milwaukee up 13.
They were showing pictures last night of Dolphin players at the Panthers game. Like the whole crew chilling like a box suite.
You like how the Dolphin players, the Formula 1 cars in earlier this week?
To be honest with you, man, I can do without that.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Bro, just going to the store now is a mission. I got to go through 4 different type of like scenic, like detours just to get to a Walmart, get to my gym. It's like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, everybody's down here,
they'll
bro.
They'll be all gone down there. They'll be packed up.
Bro,
gone.
This place is crazy. Everybody's down here right
now. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm not even watching. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know who's racing. I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing about that either.
Yeah, man. All I know is it's just taking up 5 blocks, and the turnpike is all like detoured because of this thing.
All right, Boston's cut this 14-point lead to 7.
Who's their coach?
Boston is Yume Udoka, man who I met personally a few times.
So who found him? Brad found him?
Yeah, he's the GM, yeah. Yeah. Brad's upstairs. This is interesting. I tell you, Milwaukee blows this one. They're gonna lose this. They better finish this game out today. On Monday night. Win today, bro. Boston's not going away. I think Boston's year away. I think Boston, they got to get one more guy. They got to get one more star.
But they need a big man?
Yeah.
I agree. They've tried doing it with a shooting guard. They tried doing it with a point guard. They tried doing it with Smart. Smart can only do so much, you know.
I totally agree with that. Throw the ball. See, this is what happens. Have a Milwaukee. Jaylen Brown cut that lead to 5. I mean, Bucks. And, I mean, you're playing with fire, bro. I mean, come on. You had this game wrapped up. And now you're playing stupid. And Boston come roaring back. Yeah, but I think the Heat, I don't think. I know the Heat's going to win Philly. They're going to beat Philly. It's just a matter of time. It's very apt, like I said, anticlimactic, bro. And the Heat players know this shit. You should have seen their body language last night. They didn't even break a sweat.
They were
in fact, you can honestly say, Cap, the Miami Heat has not broken a sweat so far in the playoffs, bro. You can seriously say that. They haven't broken a sweat yet, bro. That's how good they are, bro. They fucking toyed with Atlanta. You beat the hell out of them. I think, if you want the truth, I think the game can go either way, but I do think Miami's going to wrap it up on Tuesday night and win in 5. And I'll tell you, the guy who's having a monster playoff, but no one wants to talk about him, is Jimmy Butler, bro.
It's that, you know, we know this. We know he can do it. We've been there. But like you said, we got to find that other person too, you know, like in case if something does go down. Because if Lowry doesn't play in that series either, you know, like Oladipo's been pretty good, no?
That is the X factor right there. I said that a couple of weeks ago. He is the X factor. When him and Hero come off the bench, bro, and they benched Robinson, he don't even get on the court.
That's crazy.
They are very interested, and it's mighty funny how the player they're interested in sat behind their bench last night. And that's the kid from Utah, Donovan Mitchell. He was right behind the Heat bench last night. Chilling with the fans in Philadelphia. I said, I wonder why he's sitting there and not in the seat that Steph Curry was sitting in. I found that very interesting.
That's crazy.
Let me see what Bill Smurf says. And it is here. And he says Boston needs a center powerhouse, a Capella, a Jokic, or a Carl Anthony Towns. Okay, that's an excellent opinion.
Yes.
Trade Jaylen Brown for Porzingis even. Okay. Welcome to the platform, Bill Smurf.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's an excellent point you just said.
I mean, free agent wise, coming up this year, who's going to be available? That's a big, like, it's going to be hard.
And free agents sucks this.
What other games they got going on?
Later tonight's Golden State and Memphis. That's at
Oh, that one would
8:30.
be good.
Hey, I'll be back on the air for that. Of course,
That's going to be good.
my boy Ja is playing. I gotta support him. Good to
I
have
hope they pull it
ITs
off.
back with us.
Them boys pull it off. That'd be great.
I agree. All right, Giannis has scored on a baby hook. 34 points for Giannis. Clearly his best game of the series. Bill Smurf. I expect Middleton to return after the series. Yeah, I could. And I'll read all my chat room guys, my friend. No problem. If you want to join us, you can come up if you want. Here's the link. No, I'll
on.
give you the link.
Come on, Smurf.
Let's see what's happening now. Okay, Tatum, Jaylen Brown for 3, in and out. That was a break for the Bucks. But the Bucks got to put this team away, man. Good job, Giannis. Pull it back out. Holiday, back to Giannis. Is it and one? Okay, they say it's out of bounds. Yeah, Smurf, come up. Here's the link. Want to join us? There you go. All right, Giannis. Drew Holiday missed it. Damn, that would have been big if he would have made that. And one, Jaylen Brown. So Boston's cutting this to 4 points with 6.5 to go. I'm telling you right now, Boston win this one, it's over for Milwaukee.
Uh-oh.
They'll never get over this. They would never get over this. They lose this. Going a 14-point lead going to the fourth quarter at home.
What game is this? 3?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think Boston take them out, bro. They blow this. And this doesn't make sense either. Well, one thing about the Bucks I don't like, their shot selection is terrible. And I think, look at that. Again, poor shot selection. Very poor shot selection by the Bucks. All right, 3-pointer. It's terrible. Milwaukee a lot shoot themselves in the foot. They do. Like when I watch, I'll tell you the team who's been impressive when you watch them. Miami. When you watch Miami, everybody touches the ball, and if this guy's wide open, for example, Tyler Hero, he's going to hit the shot. Oh, yeah, Cunnington was ahead of the line. Yeah, that's a charge. I don't know what Gary Williams is talking about.
They're trying to save gas.
Boston's going to lose this challenge. Boston's going to lose this challenge. Nice. You coming back, baby? And link is right there. Come on back. Yeah, I just think this is too much of a game for Milwaukee.
Nicer.
The building.
Still, commercial right now. 4-point lead, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
6 minutes left.
Milwaukee Cup. Nicer's back in the building. Beautiful Nicer's back with us.
Yes, sir, Mace. Oh, I was gonna ask you because I didn't catch the rest of the game. Who won last night, Phoenix or Dallas?
Oh, Dallas blew them out.
Ah,
That's what, 1-2?
Yeah. I keep telling people that those franchises, from the owners on the fan bases, they hate each other. That was great NBA back in the early 2000s. The triangle was Phoenix, San Antonio, and Dallas. They all hated each other.
would you say it was better than the '90s? You know, the Jordan era.
Yes. Because the Jordan era was anticlimactic. You know the Bulls was going to win. And at least in the early 2000s, especially after the Lakers broke up, it was fun. It was fun
Yeah, I
watching.
see your point.
Yeah, it was fun watching Detroit could beat Detroit in the East. And Miami finally broke through. It was fun seeing Dallas, and that's one of the best rivalries is Dallas Miami. You know Cuban hates Dwayne Wade in the Heat, bro. He still hates Dwayne Wade to this day. And Dwayne Wade told him, yo, bro, you got us back. Why are you still hating?
How many championships they had? 2?
Dallas?
Yeah.
1.
And that was against us.
Yeah.
But we played them. We faced them twice, right?
Yeah. You won the first one. They won the second. They beat the big 3.
Oh, yeah, when they originally formed.
That was clearly a charge. Miami.
Who do you like in the NBA? Nicer.
I really haven't been watching it that much the past few years.
I'll tell you, A-Rod got it. The Timberwolves.
It's not Minnesota, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you don't like
Especially after
A-Rod's leadership? You don't like A-Rod?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know who Alex Rodriguez is? The former
that's the baseball player, right?
Yeah, he owns the Timberwolves now.
Oh, he does?
The Minnesota Lynx.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, I hope he does something with that team, man.
I think Minnesota's on the rise. I really do. I think Timberwolves are very close. They need a guy who won a championship. It's like Memphis. They need a championship player to go on their team.
Right, because I'm gonna be real, Mace. It's a bad look because it was actually the Lynx are the only teams that have won a championship anytime in this millennium. In the past 20 years, they won three championships.
Have they really?
Yeah, that's a bad look for the Wolves, the Twins, the Vikings, the Wild. Well, I'm not sure how the Wild is doing, but I know the
They
other
won
3
last
teams.
night. They're up 2-1. They beat the Blues last night.
Oh, okay.
On the road. They got that Russian rocket now. They got the new Russian rocket. He's pretty damn good. I haven't seen him play, but I heard he's real good.
Well, that's good to know. We got at least one team that's doing good.
Al Horford has hit 5 threes today, and you keep leaving him open? I don't know. Like I said about the Bucks, they just shoot themselves in the poor shot selection. See, another bad shot. You just giving Boston the opportunity to come back and steal this game. Unbelievable. Nice pass. Boy,
What's the score?
Horford is playing. Wow, I haven't seen Al Horford play like this since his days in Florida. Boston has cut a 14-point lead to 2, folks, with just under 4 minutes left. And that
Oh,
man who has the ball right there is the reason why Boston's come back in the game. I mean, if I am the coach, tell Drew Holiday, do not shoot. All right, Boston stole the ball. Tatum, all right, they fouled him back there, but Boston stole the ball. Boston could steal this game, folks. And if
wow.
they do, they deserve it because Milwaukee is playing like gutless right now.
Sloppy.
What a gutless performance, fourth quarter for the Milwaukee Bucks. How the hell do you blow a 14-point lead at home?
It can't be sloppy in the playoffs. I know that much.
No.
Giannis, for the rest of the game, bring the ball up. Do not give Drew Holiday the ball. All right,
Hey,
Marcus.
what's up, Relentless?
All right, timeout, Milwaukee. A horrible sequence. Giannis is pissed off. Should have put this team away. What's up, kid? Oh, he's still on mute. There he is.
Yeah,
What's up, kid?
I don't. The ABC app is useless, so I'm probably like, you probably way ahead of me, nigga. I'll probably at the fucking first half and shit.
Well, I'll just give you a quick synopsis. Milwaukee had a 14-point lead going into
I
the
just
fourth.
seen Drew Holiday miss a three, so I'm probably.
Yeah, he let Boston back in the game by himself, and Boston may steal this game.
Well, we got all this fucking technology. We can't go online and still like at least be like in the same time range
You know
of
what
like
it
live
is?
TV. Man, come on.
You know
At
what it is,
most, at
Alana?
most, we should be like at least 15 seconds behind.
What's up, family?
What's up, brother
Oh,
Mace?
it's 305. What's up,
What's
man?
up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good, man. It was this record nice that came up.
Some bullshit.
Me and Cap was romanticizing about the Heat.
Yes, yes.
Gotta get a win. We gotta get a win tomorrow.
I'll be on tomorrow night, Mr. Miami. I'm gonna do Heat in Philly tomorrow night. I think that's gonna be a good one. I think the other one, I think Phoenix is gonna beat.
And you're not gonna do your boy Ja.
I'm doing Ja tonight.
That's gonna be good. Bro.
Boy, it's Test and me in all glory, Platinum Elites and no one. Are we in all glory about Ja? Or what?
We barbecue in the morning.
No, in the morning I'll be.
Here we go, this cartoon character looking ass nigga, man.
Yeah.
In the morning I'll be at mom's.
Nigga look like a cartoon character.
Oh, who looks like a cartoon character?
Run, Forrest, run.
Oh, with the
Fucking
green
Marcus
hair.
Smart, man.
Yeah, with the green hair. That don't make sense to me,
Yeah.
bro.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
But when
Jimmy
you see
Neutron.
brothers do that shit, you just know when you see brothers do that shit today, you know they lost, man.
All right, Giannis.
Shit.
Cunnington for 3. Airborne. All
Bro,
right.
what? Oh, never mind.
So Boston now could take the lead for the first time since midway through the third quarter when the Bucks exploded. Telling you, Boston wins this game, they win the series.
Dang.
You cannot blow
Milwaukee,
14-point leads in the fourth quarter at home, especially when you're supposed to be the defending world champion. Tatum was butchered, but
Hey,
the
but look at their
referees.
coach though.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
about to be former champs.
Yeah, the only reason why I said this series would be close is because of Budenholzer. Didn't I say that? Bro,
I think the
listen,
teams
I'm
are
not
evenly
surprised.
matched. I think the teams are evenly matched. But I think Giannis is the best player in the world. He makes the difference, and he showed that in the third quarter. How much of an impact he is.
To be honest,
Jaylen
can't do it by
Brown.
himself. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, another BS call on the Bucks at the Drew Holiday, bro. You are costing this team this game, bro.
Wow.
Jrue Holiday by himself is costing Milwaukee this game.
How many
And,
Hey,
minutes?
and I'll say it again, and I agree with Relentless. I never liked this dude, and I think one of the reasons why I don't like him, he lets the players freelance. Can't be
That's
doing
on
that, bro.
that's on the mixtape too.
Can't be letting supposedly
Where's that mixtape dropping, man?
May 22nd.
May 22nd. That's on that
Shit,
track
that shit,
number.
that mixtape dropping
15.
on May 32nd. On
May
32nd.
32nd.
It's 30 seconds.
Mixtape be at Music Line.
Music Land.
Yeah, Sam Goody. Yeah.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Blockbuster, Radio Shack.
May signed the record. Hey, May signed the record label. He signed to No Sex No Drugs Records, nigga.
All right, Cunnington dismissed the big free. Boston could take the lead right now with 2 minutes left.
Mace, man, you going all bad. You gonna let these guys roast you on your own channel? Come on now, fire back.
Hey, I'm not roasted, man. He already knows
No,
what's up, man.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
All right,
I
Giannis.
Sponsored by Bad Boy Records, man.
All right.
MCA.
Milwaukee is 5 shots in a row. Jaylen Brown travels.
Nigga Mason be in there like Suge Knight.
I don't know what the foul was.
I'm about to trap you off the label. Did I see you in the club with some hoes?
What is the
You don't want no sex?
I'm
If you don't want no drugs, come to death row.
What is the referees looking at? That man wasn't fouled. And
We
now
got robbed last night.
they're giving Jaylen Brown 2 free throws. Man, you can't make this shit up. All right, he made the first tie game, minute 49 left.
Tie game?
Yep. Boston finally caught them, and
Yeah,
Boston
I'm not that behind.
And Boston can pass him with this free throw. Boston could take the lead. A horrible job by the Milwaukee Bucks. Horrible job.
3 free throws? Oh my god, bro.
No, he's getting. I said, like he's getting 2 free throws and no one touched him. Ridiculous. I told you, Mr. Miami, Boston get the calls in the NBA.
No, but they down by 1. They down by 1.
Because you're in the city of Boston.
No, they're in Milwaukee today, but the referees travel. Get it? All right, Boston up by 1. A great comeback by them because they was dead after the first. It was
that's Brett Favre's team.
It was the Giannis show. Again, Jrue Holiday.
Wait, Mace. Where I'm at 2 minutes 10 seconds. You ahead of me, right?
Now. Giannis was fouled.
Oh shit.
Today was their race, coach.
They had the Formula 1 today?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The referee said the clock.
Damn, Giannis passed the ball, bro.
A minute 20 left. And Boston got the ball up 1. Boston's going to steal this game. They deserve it. Milwaukee, you're done. This is a horrible display for a championship team.
I can't believe this coach got carried to a ring. He's one of the first coaches I ever seen get carried to a ring, man.
Look at that.
I told motherfuckers about Mike Budenholzer. I told dudes about this.
Out
of all the coaches that Greg Popovich made, he's one of the worst, bro. I told these dudes, man.
All right, Milwaukee ball.
Coach ain't shit, man.
Milwaukee catches a big break. If Smart would have hit that free, game over.
Oh, what happened? Milwaukee got the ball?
Yeah, it went out of bounds. All right, timeout, 50 seconds left. Boston up 1. What a comeback by the Celtics.
Milwaukee's demoralized, man. They're done, bro.
Jrue Holiday shot him out of that game. They just let him keep shooting the ball. I mean, Giannis, this is supposed to be your franchise, nigga. You tell him, give me the goddamn ball for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then guys are arguing with me about NBA fans arguing with me about today's NBA player better than yesteryear. Are you nuts? Yesteryear players had a real point guard running the show. Give it to your stars.
You ain't got positionless basketball. Nobody got a real point guard out there.
Yeah. Except Chris
How's
Paul.
Holiday shooting fucking 3? This nigga, oh my God, Holiday.
I told you he cost him this
What hap-
game today.
Well, oh Lord,
I think Holiday
happened?
thinks he's a two-way point guard.
Yeah.
He's not
He
a
just missed
two-way
the
point
three?
guard. You're a defensive point guard, and you need to do your fucking job. This nigga must think he's motherfucking
Chris Paul.
bro. You're not a two-way point guard, bro. You're
Yeah,
not
he thinks he's
two-way.
Chris
What are you
Paul.
doing?
I
You trying to
could tell
shoot above
Giannis is
Jalen Brown? Get him
pissed,
out
bro.
and smack your shit.
So Boston are 50 seconds away from basically,
2-1.
in my opinion, winning this series.
Oh,
How
come on,
the
Giannis.
hell-
You need to get that rebound, man.
How the hell you way behind? How the hell can you blow a 14-point lead at home? I still don't understand that shit.
Wow.
All right, Giannis.
If the Bucks end up losing this series,
There you
then
go.
you have to point to this game is why they lost.
Does Giannis got 40 points tonight? It should have been Giannis' show. Jalen Brown blocked. Oh, Milwaukee catches a break. Giannis, of course, blocked the shot. Drew Holiday, do us a favor. Please. Yeah.
God damn,
Thank
you
you.
way ahead of me. I gotta reload this shit.
24 seconds.
Like
to
I'm
go.
at commercials and you talking about blocks and shit.
Milwaukee up 1, folks. Here we go.
24 seconds.
Yep. Drew Holiday. Let's see what he does. Do they call a charge? No.
Okay.
They letting him play. Made it. Boy, Drew Holiday may have saved his day.
Woo!
What a shot by Drew Holiday. He got lucky. It bounced in. And the Bucks were up 3 with 11 seconds to go.
Got Curry on my screen talking about crypto.
Yeah, everybody's waving them white hankies in Milwaukee. But I'll tell you one thing about Milwaukee. They got some good-looking sisters in that arena, bro. And they're not swirling.
Yeah.
They're not swirling. They're with brothers.
That's
Hey,
on the
you know the
mixtape
big,
too.
you know Milwaukee. You know Milwaukee
Track
is like.
number 55.
I think Milwaukee is like diverse. But the highest
Manzano,
percentage
get
of
your
people
ass
got
back up
is
here.
the black people.
Hey, Nicer, you've been to Milwaukee, right?
Yes, I have.
Is it the dirtiest city you ever been in?
And Mason finna
No,
go.
she hasn't been to
actually,
New
no,
York
'cause
yet. She's saying that.
Yeah, this is a funny story because I actually went down to Milwaukee for a powwow, right? But I went down the weekend before the actual powwow took place. So I spent the most of the day at Lake Michigan. I went got something to eat and then I went back home.
Yeah, by
But,
the pier is nice in Milwaukee. Where all
Oh
the
yeah, Lake
jazz
Michigan is
music
beautiful.
It's nice.
And
but
it's
the rest
not
of the
it's
city,
it's
blow.
about 45 minutes from Chicago.
Yeah.
So you go down to Milwaukee, if nothing ain't really popping, you can always head down to Chicago.
Yeah. That's the cool part about that part of the country.
Bro, this
Once you get
crowd
to,
is gonna erupt when he hits this.
once you get to Detroit, we way past you. Yeah, I'm watching the horse race in 15 minutes, Tony. This game is going to be over or overtime. All right, here we go. Marcus Smart, 5-second count. All right, he found Jalen Brown. Nobody's around the 3-point line. Marcus Smart. Was he fouled? Nope.
Shit.
They say he was fouled, but they only give him 2 shots. 4 seconds left. You know, Giroux, man. Why are you, Drew Holiday? Are you kidding me? Jesus.
Man, what's Jason
Christ.
Tatum doing on the floor, man?
And Milwaukee
Get your ass
lost.
up, man. What are you doing, man?
Who's that? Smart to the line?
Yeah, and Milwaukee lost both teams lost their challenge, so Boston cannot challenge this.
But did you see Giannis's brother going absolutely crazy on the bench, bro?
Yeah.
He was yelling like he was yelling like he was the coach. Like, damn.
He made the first. He has to miss the second. The Boston can even steal this game if they get the rebound.
And they got a bad picture of Drew Holiday over there.
If Boston gets the game, if Boston misses to get the free throw and recover the free throw, they can win the game with 3.
It's tied.
No, Milwaukee's up 2 with 4.5 seconds to go.
And he's at the line.
Yeah, shooting his second foul shot. Yeah, he has to miss it. Has to.
Hey, isn't Wesley Matthews from Milwaukee or some shit?
Yeah. So is Tyler Heroes from Milwaukee for the Heat. Yeah, he missed it. Did not touch the rim. Marcus Smart missed it. It's over. Nope. The clock ran out. It is over.
So now I know the Bucks is counting their blessings right now. They should have lost.
Oh,
this
hold
shit.
up. They're going to take a look at the replay and see did it go in
Oh my
in
god.
time.
It's over.
Maybe going overtime.
Maybe going overtime.
What do you think?
Hey, in Milwaukee, do they still have
If this
Native
shot
Americans
counts,
like
hold
those
up.
over there?
I'll turn
Have
this
a
again.
what?
If this shot counts, and I think it's going to count, Jrue Holiday fouled him in the back.
It'll be
He
and
was
one.
fouled by Lopez. He could hit this foul shot, and Boston will steal this game. Nope, it's over. Milwaukee wins. Milwaukee
Oh.
escapes.
They
Giannis, I
lucky.
wouldn't be
Hey,
flexing so much. If it was me, I'll be. He gave encouragement to Holiday. I would have cursed Holiday out, bro. I would have said, "Nigga, you almost cost us this game." As the fans are celebrating, there's no swirling in Milwaukee. Al Horford going after a fan. I don't know what that's about.
What happened?
Al Horford staring at the crowd, walking at a fan. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, he don't want beef with the Milwaukee niggas, man. They get down over there. But.
Yeah, they do. They do. Let me see. Okay. We'll see you later. I'm gonna do the horse race. Horse race starts in a minute. And Giannis, I wouldn't be celebrating so much. Boston showed a lot at the end of this game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Boston wins game 4 outright. Better count your blessings, boy.
Boston is so, hey, Mace, Boston is so lucky this game didn't go to overtime because if we went to overtime, they would have lost. Bro.
You mean Milwaukee's lucky?
Yeah, Milwaukee's lucky and didn't go to overtime.
Yeah, because they had all the guys in foul trouble.
They've been former champs.
Yes, very quickly too. All right, let me get to Kentucky Derby, and tomorrow's the race, Mr. Miami. Tomorrow's Formula One. It's going to be on ABC tomorrow. Let me make sure.
Yeah, if I'm Giannis, I wouldn't be
Yeah, I
too
wouldn't
happy,
be
man.
cheering so much.
I'm sure Kobe's looking down at what the fuck you flexing for? Kobe the type of nigga to be up 3-1. Kobe type of nigga to be up 3-0, man. Last final, so he still ain't smiling.
Yeah, Formula One is tomorrow from 3:30 to 5:30 on ABC. I promise Bargoff I'll do it. I'll cover the goddamn.
Live from South Florida.
Hey, does anybody know if Milwaukee still has Native American communities over there?
Nicer, do you know that?
Well, I do know what I was talking about when I went down there for is they have a music festival they call India Summer where they also have a powwow as well, and it's a 2-day event. And but other than that, I really don't know.
That because like
that was
the
my
word
only visit
Milwaukee
to that city.
Yeah, the word Milwaukee is actually it's a Native American word. The word Milwaukee, that's why it sounds like very different. From,
Yeah,
like, all the other
I'm not sure what language
it's like
that
a
is
Native
though.
American like word.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, yeah, Milwaukee, yeah. I believe so, yeah. It's a Native American they named because back in the day they used to they used to have a lot of communities like up there in like Illinois, and it'd be cold over there in like Wisconsin and shit. So
Well, I'll tell you what, because I do know for a fact Chicago is actually an Ojibwe word because that's one of the major tribes here in Minnesota. It comes from the word Jigag. Jigag means skunk, which is funny, which is why I don't know why they would name that city that, but yeah, Jigag means skunk, and that's where Chicago came from.
And they got another town in Wisconsin called Mequon. And Mequon, I think that's another Native American name they named it. Yeah, it's the name Milwaukee comes from the Potawatomi tribe of Native Americans.
Okay, I see. I haven't heard of that tribe. Of course, there's hundreds of federally recognized
Yeah, yeah.
tribes all across the country.
I don't know if Mace's still there, but in upstate New York, they have a Native American like community over there too. Like they have their own school system over there. They have like communities. They speak like they have the traditional names.
Yep, here I know here in Minnesota is the Ojibways. They have 7 reservations,
Oh
and
yeah, I know they be in
they're all
Minnesota.
northern
Yeah.
Minnesota. Southern Minnesota has 4 Dakota reservations, and it's the Dakota on the east side of the Missouri River, which is in South Dakota. On the west side of the Missouri River, it's Lakota, and the difference between them is the dialect. Lakota words they have L in it, and Dakota it would be the same word, but it you wouldn't pronounce it with the L, you would pronounce it with the D, like Hochshila means boy, and you say Hochshila in Lakota. In Dakota, they say Hochshida.
Hmm.
So if you hear
Yeah,
anyone speaking
I had
speaking
a
Sioux, you can tell if they're Lakota or
yeah.
Dakota by if they use a L or D in their words.
I had a dude who lived in my dorm. He was Native American, and we had to shorten his name because he had like a real traditional. I don't. He might have been from one of these tribes, but because his family's from the Midwest. I mean the Middle East, like Illinois and Michigan and all that stuff. He might have been from one of these tribes, and his name is like real, like traditional. Like it's hard for you to really pronounce. It's a long ass name, so he had to cut it down to like give him a nickname and all that shit. But like he's like, no, I speak the language and everything. I was like, oh shit, because like you barely see like ever since the British came and all these other people came, they completely almost wiped out the whole Native American whole Native American cities and shit. So when you see them, it's like, damn. How is it? You know what I'm saying? But he's like, he only knows like a couple Native Americans, like other than his family. Like he don't really like because there's not really a lot of communities left. Like I know in Boston, like Boston, Massachusetts, they have some over there in what's another place they at? Uh, in like Maine and all the cold places. Like they moved to like the cold places because that's what it was
Yeah,
before.
probably because they're close to Canada. See,
Yeah,
Canada
yeah,
still
I know.
has a
Yeah,
pretty
Canada has some
strong
too.
indigenous population because they didn't experience the genocide that we did here down um in the U.S. But yeah, so that's not enough for me to want to go to Canada. For one thing, I really don't like the cold, and it's definitely a lot colder than it here is in Minnesota. If anything, I'm gonna go south. I'm gonna go away from the cold. I'm not gonna go to it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll leave that
Canada
alone.
has a
I ain't going to no south. I'll leave that alone.
right. Canada even has one of their um what's his name, Jordan Tutu. He actually made it into the NHL. He's a pro hockey player now. I don't know if he's still playing, but that I remember that was
Jordan,
a big
what's his name
deal
again?
when he got Jordan Tu is Jordan Tutusis, but they call him Tutu for short.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
he's an NHL player. I
Tutu was
don't remember
actually like
what team
a.
it was he got drafted to, but yeah, I remember people were really
I
proud of
think he said
that.
Tutu. Because Tutu, when he said Tutu, I thought he was Ghanaian because Tutu is a Ghanaian. So I was thinking, oh shit, me and him might be from the same country.
Yeah,
He
it's
said
so
Tutu.
okay. It's spelled TOOTOOSIS,
Oh,
but
oh,
we call him Tutu for
I thought
short.
it was
But yeah, I can see how
TUTU.
that sounds like a Ghana name.
Yeah, because over here we got like basically like chiefs over here. Like in Ghana we got chiefs and like Ashanti kings and stuff, and a lot of them like the family name is also Tutu. So every time I hit Tutu, I just automatically assume like, oh yeah, they might be. But it's spelled a different way. Probably.
Yeah, and then there was another brother. I don't remember his first name, but his last name is Jacoby. He actually played with the New York Yankees. So yeah, we're making our way into the major league sports, NBA. Well, yeah, we need a player in the NBA now, but yeah, we got one in the NHL, the
Wait, what you talking
NBA.
about? You talking about Canadian?
Uh, yeah, I'm talking about native professional ball players. We got one Jacoby. I don't know if he's still playing with the Yankees. I think he was a pitcher. And then we have Jordan Tutusis, who is playing NHL hockey. So now we just need an NBA player. I want to see who the first Native
Nice.
American
Are
NBA
you
player is going to be. Hmm?
nice? Are you from like what's the state called? Minneapolis?
Yeah,
It's
it's in
called
Minnesota.
Minnesota,
Like Minnesota?
the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I'll be confusing it. Because okay, so Minnesota's the state. Okay, oh my God, here we go. I gotta take my time.
Minneapolis is a
Minneapolis
Minneapolis
is
is
Yeah,
the biggest city here.
and the
It's right next
biggest
to St.
corporate
yeah.
hub
Paul.
in the world.
St. Paul is actually the capital, but Minneapolis is the bigger city, and it's more famous because we got Prince and Morris Day who had put Minneapolis on the map on the
And,
map.
And
and the
and
Target and
Terry Jim
the
and Terry
Target
Lewis.
Center, the
Yep,
Target
Target
Center,
Center,
and it's in
The,
Minneapolis, and the Vikings,
the
the
Vikings
Vikings play
they
in
got their new
Minneapolis.
stadium. That's downtown too, and then also the Twins stadium. That's called Target Field. That's also downtown.
the Great Mall still is that mall still up?
Who?
The Great Mall of America.
Talking about the big
Oh,
mall in
oh yeah,
Minnesota.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
there. Yep, we got the Mall of America too.
Nicer.
Yeah.
Not trying to kill the mood, but since you live in Minnesota, how was it during the summer of 2020? Because I know it's probably
Oh
crazy over there.
man, the George Floyd thing, man. It was all right. The thing I was
Mm.
mad about was you could tell it was the
They
people
destroyed
here
that
that
city. They
were
destroyed that city.
protesting. It was here the people here that was protesting, but the people who were burning building down and looting and things like that, there were actually people that came in from out of state doing that stuff because
Yeah,
we don't really get down we don't riot like that like other bigger major cities do when something really tragic goes down in their city like LA, Detroit and things like that, the Watts riots. Oh, we don't even get down like that.
Don't talk to the
See, there
sisterhood about Floyd.
it was just yeah it was see because I know the whole scoop because I was watching this people were actually out protecting their small businesses and whatnot and showing us video of people they were catching in the act burning and looting these buildings, and they were all from out of state, and that's something the news media wasn't reporting.
yeah. I know
they
a
they
lot
were
of
telling a
people
whole
who
different
didn't actually
story.
protest. They've just gone to. I remember they broke into a designer store and was stealing shit. That defeats the whole purpose of you even be out here. Like a lot of these people, man, they don't take shit seriously. So they're just
Well, the
looking at it
craziest
like,
story is they caught one. They busted one guy. They doxed him. He was actually a police officer that went around. He started smashing AutoZone windows, right? And then they were filming him in the action doing that, and he walked away. And actually turned out his ex girlfriend was the one who was saved because he was wearing a gas mask and he had an umbrella, right? And I seen at least 3 different videos of people who had caught him in the act doing this, and one of them got a real good look at even though he was wearing a gas mask. It was a pink gas mask. You could still kind of pretty much make out his facial features, and his ex was the one who actually said, "Oh, I know who that is. That's actually a police officer." But nothing ever happened to him. He didn't I didn't hear anything about him having actually have to go to trial for that, because that's vandalism at least. That's still a crime, and he was a this was a off-duty police officer doing that.
yeah.
That was crazy. That made me thinking that he didn't just have that crazy goofy idea on his own. It's like they sent him there to do that just to get something popping off of just to see if people weren't even after he had smashed them windows. Nobody even went into that store. It was, yeah, it was just crazy. It just made me mad seeing these outer towners coming in and messing up and effing up my city like that.
It was once before Floyd happened. Minneapolis was a good place to be, but now
It still is. It still is for the most part. Tensions were pretty already high because this was also when the lockdown was in effect. I think that George Floyd murder just put things over the top. Because there definitely was a lot of tension in the air, even around here. Because I'm just outside of Minneapolis. I'm like maybe 50 minutes from downtown.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
Iman
nicer
Perry lives
house.
in the Iman lives in the Minneapolis side. He said it was brutal. Go ahead, relentless.
A nicer house. The African American community. Because I know a couple. I know Minnesota has a Liberian community over there.
Yeah, they have well, they have a really good concentration of Somalians. It's predominantly Somalian, but there's also other Africans, and this is the I would say it's just southeast of downtown. What we call the Cedar Riverside area is predominantly Somalian, but they also have um they set up different shops. They have their own stores like along what we call Lake Street, which runs east and west through South Minneapolis, and then we have North Minneapolis, which is predominantly black, predominantly black neighborhood. I spent a lot of time there in my teen years hanging out because that's where they had the best roller rink at the time. It's not that anymore. It's a Middle Eastern store now, and there's also
They kick the
a
black
good.
folks out.
No. The north side is still pretty much a black neighborhood. It is just um the let's
They just
see,
took the businesses.
yeah, the businesses changed like the malls. Well, the malls all throughout the metro area before. Because I remember them. I was just a little kid, but I remember them before the Mall of America um came. It was all the small malls were popping, but now they're pretty much all ghost towns, if not the ones that are still open. Because the Mall of America pretty much put all the malls around here um out of business.
I'm listening to what Nicer is saying.
Yeah, so it's also we have a pretty good dope music scene. Um, any day of the week, if you came to town, I would it wouldn't take me long to figure out, find out, wh- what show is happening on any given night, depending on the type of music you want to go check out. Um, they had uh they had just built a new gigantic water park that's that's pretty much right next to the Mall of America. Um, that I haven't checked out yet, but that's one of the things I want to go check out because it looks like it's a really big building, so it looks like a lot of fun.
Mm.
And then we got our lakes and stuff here. That's always a nice place to have a barbecue. Hang out for a nice afternoon like we have today. It's in the 70s today. This is the first nice day that we've had so far this year. It was a long winter.
Oh God, I don't know how y'all do it, bro. At least over
Yeah,
here,
I
at
don't
least
know
over here,
either.
Mace, it's like a a little. It's like a little balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you get heat, you get cold. You know what I'm saying? But over there, oh my god, bro. Because y'all next to the Canada, so all the cold air comes from Canada. It hits
Yep,
y'all.
yep. We get that Arctic tundra freeze going on for at
Leave
least
that alone. I ain't going.
it seems like 4 months straight, man. Where the the highest it gets into is like the low teens, but most of the time it's sub-zero weather, especially in December, January, and February.
How's the sports? What's the biggest sports team y'all go over there? Is it hockey over there?
Well, from what Mason was telling me, they're doing really good in the playoffs. So, because I know for sure that the Twins and the Timberwolves suck. They
Twins are in first
and
place.
the Vikings too. Even when they get close to even when they make the playoffs, they end up choking. They never even get to the championship game. I know the
And how's
Timberwolves
do you
made the playoffs a couple times, but that's about it. And then they fizzle out. I know the Vikings always choke. I think they're 0-4 in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl,
Yes, they are.
the 4 times that they actually made it to the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
so
they
they like the
choked every
Buffalo
time.
Bills?
Well, the Twins did pretty good for. I remember they won a couple World Series. Well, I actually don't remember it, but I heard about it when they had Kirby Puckett. It was in 1987 and 91.
In Minnesota, how do they feel about Adrian Peterson? Do they like him over there?
Who?
uh,
Adrian
Adrian
Peterson.
Peterson, who used to be the
Adrian
running back for the
Peterson.
Vikings.
The running back. Yeah, I think they would say that they're the best player ever. Vikings player would be Randy Moss. And I'll tell you the truth,
Mm.
we didn't even deserve Randy Moss, and I know for sure the Timberwolves didn't even deserve Kevin Garnett. But I'm glad that he actually went to Boston, and the year that he went to Boston, he finally won a championship. So I'm happy for him for that. But yeah, because because the team couldn't even they got Garnett, but they couldn't even build a solid team or bring in solid players to uh to actually to win a championship here.
So
Same with the Vikings. We didn't even deserve Randy Moss.
a young
I'm
man,
glad he went to the Raiders.
a young man who grew up in my old neighborhood. Um, I think you'll remember him. Malik Sealy,
Yeah, I remember that. It
when
was
he
just
died.
that
Our com-
devastated Kevin Garnett because
that
it
was his
was at
boy.
Garnett. He was leaving Garnett's party
Yeah,
when
that's his
that
boy, man.
tragic crash took place.
He grew up in my old neighborhood. I mean, it really
Yeah, they
crushed
were
my
He's
really
from the
feelings.
close,
Bronx.
man.
Yeah,
They were like brothers.
and he went to St.
Damn.
John's. Yeah, devastated
I
my whole
think
family.
if that didn't happen, I think that they actually
To the
could have won a
finals. Yeah,
championship, man.
yeah. He
So I think
Malik.
at that time did they have Stephon Marbury on the team
Mm-hmm,
as well?
mm-hmm. Malik.
Yeah, they definitely could have clinched the title, man.
Mm-hmm. Malik. How can I say this? Um, Malik really was so cool. No joke. But every summer he would come back to the neighborhood and live at his mom's house. His mom didn't move.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't. I know I said hello to him a few times, but because he was out of my age range back then. But the guys who he knew, they loved him.
See, it was because That confirms it because I always thought Garnett and Sealy were like kind of like um Jordan and Pippen.
Yeah, Malik, when he went to Minnesota, playing with Garnett uplifted his game too. That Minnesota team should have won a championship. You're right. This one that they have now with Relentless's boy at the point. I
Are you
think
talking
that
about D'Lo?
yeah, I think that they're on their way. I like their core. I think they have a bad coach. I think A-Rod should fire the coach.
Oh yeah, and shout out to my boy Victor Oladipo. It's his birthday a couple days ago. You know Victor Oladipo has a twin sister.
I didn't know that, but I know one thing. To
She's
me,
gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
he is the reason to me that Heat's going to win the championship this year.
We'll leave that alone.
I picked them back in July. You know I got to stick with them.
I thought your team was the Bulls, man.
Don't get me started.
A couple of days ago, I saw some 1956, the Cincinnati Reds rookie. Hold on.
Frank
I
Robinson.
think I missed the wrong one.
Frank
Hey,
Robinson.
Frank Robinson hits first of his 586 career home runs.
Only player in the history of the sport to win a triple crown in each league. Won an MVP in both leagues.
Oh, you know what I was just thinking. If you guys have heard of Jim Thorpe, right? He's considered by many the greatest athlete of all time, and it's too bad because if Jim Thorpe had came up in this time, because he was before the NBA, but I heard he was a great basketball player, as well as a football player. See if he would if he was around in his prime in this day and age, I think he definitely would have made a big impact in the NBA. You guys know who I'm talking about?
Which guy?
You heard of Jim Thorpe?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Many could consider the greatest athlete ever to walk on this planet.
Mace, look at this. Uh, what day was this? Shit, I be missing these shit. I be missing it. New York Mets player. Eddie Murray.
Yeah, he used to be with the Orioles and the Indians and the Mets and the Dodgers. What's up with
the Mets? He becomes the 24th player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs on this day in 1992.
He finished with over 500. First ballot Hall
I
of
think
Fame.
like a couple of days ago, he's a brother as well.
Yeah, Eddie Murray. Yeah. Those days they had a lot of black ball players in baseball. Relentless. Well, I got something for you, Relentless, and we're gonna do the baseball draft up here. Me, Tack, and Manzano. The first 5 players drafted, the best 5 prospects in the country, are all African American, and all from the same city in Florida. I think they're all from Pensacola. That's gonna be a
I think
fun
today
draft.
was I don't know if it's today or yesterday. It was Willie Mays' birthday. He turned 91.
Yesterday.
Is he the greatest of all time? I saw something say greatest. Willie Mays.
No, Aaron's the greatest.
Now, because this says the greatest living baseball player. Wiley Mays turns 91 today.
Yeah, living. But if it's the greatest ever, is definitely Hank Aaron.
Think he played for the Mets too? How come nobody played for the Yankees? No, he played for the Mets.
He played end of his career with the Mets. I was there the first night. I was 9 years old. My dad got his tickets from his job because my dad used to work. He was a printer, and they used to publish the Mets yearbooks and media guides back then. So whenever I wanted to go to a game, he'll give me free tickets, box seats. But I didn't like the Mets, so I rarely, wanted to go.
Yeah, fuck the
But
Mets,
that was
man.
the
Oh,
first
but you had
baseball.
box seats. I know that must have been a really great experience.
It was. I was 9 years old. I know my brothers didn't want to be there, but I wanted to be there. So it was a nice night. Dad bought us all hot dogs. Saw Willie Mays hit a home run. But when I was like a little older, like
Oh
12,
God, I gotta look up before. I gotta look this shit up.
about what? Mays?
Apparently, Skip Bayless has. Apparently, Skip Bayless has made a controversial tweet. I looked this up.
Who's Skip going after now?
I don't know. I think he said something about Giannis.
Yeah, he don't like Giannis. But nobody likes Giannis. But me and Miss
Yeah.
Melina. I don't know why Giannis gets so much hate.
Yeah, he said throw Giannis out, suspend him. Oh God, I'm gonna do this one. Suspended for a game. What was the difference between what he just did to Jason Tatum and what Dylan Brooks did?
Dylan Brooks was worse.
Giannis blasted Tatum in the face with his elbow. Oh, that's right. Giannis is a superstar and Brooks is Brooks. He's saying that because Giannis is a superstar, so he won't get the same treatment as Brooks,
What Brooks
which is
did
BS.
to Gary Payton's son was blatant, bro. I saw that last Sunday. That was blatant.
Man, I'm surprised Gary Payton didn't come out the stands and try to fight. You know, Gary Payton, you don't play that shit.
Gary Payton got his son playing in the league now.
He's with the Warriors. Pretty good player.
Yeah.
No, he's no superstar, but he's a good player.
It's a good role player.
Exactly. You need that.
Hey,
You
where's what's his name? Because he was in the D League for a minute. What's this guy name? Oh, shit,
guy?
what's his name? I'm not a big fan of his dad, but what's his name? Yeah, where's David Stockton? Where's he at?
Oh, I don't know. David Stockton. You talking John Stockton's kid?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in the NBA. Probably in the D League.
Because I remember he was on the Jazz for a little bit, and everybody was fucking jizzing all over these fucking screens. Man, he's on fucking. I'm like, damn, it's not even that big of a deal. Fucking relax, man.
What race is John Stockton?
Yeah, that answers
White,
it.
ain't he?
Sure is. One of the great players ever. Well, unfortunately, he's forgotten. The Jazz never won.
Hey, Relentless Man, how are you?
Yeah, what's up, man, Zano, man? Yo, the Heat need to fix up, bro.
Bro, I said this to Cap for Life an hour ago, bro. The Heat hasn't been broken a sweat yet, bro. They know they won this series. Tell by the body language.
Anyway, I did say the Heat would take a game in Philly. So
you mean Philly?
Yeah, it's gonna be 4. The series is gonna end 4-1, I think.
It'll end Tuesday night in South Beach.
no, I know. No, I think the Heat is winning in 6. I'm still going with my prediction.
Hey, Mace, as a general sports fan, do you remember where you were when you heard that Secretariat won the Triple Crown?
I was there.
Oh,
Not at Belmont. I was there because that's the year OTB first started. My dad took me there. Why do you think why do you think I think so highly of that horse? I'm gonna do a topic, and I promise, Tony, I'll do it next Saturday. I'll let my nephew make the thumbnail for it. Who's the GOAT of all sports? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Who I think it is.
Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson.
Nope,
Bo
he is
Bo
not.
Jackson and Bo Jackson and what's his goddamn name? God damn, what's his name?
I'll
He's
give you the credit.
one of the best cornerback of all time. What's his name?
Dion.
Deion Sanders.
Unfortunately,
Hey,
Deion.
if a mother, hey, Mace, if you can't tell me a motherfucker who got a pick six and ran all the way and scored a touchdown and scored a home run the same weekend ain't the best athlete of all time, bro.
I didn't say athlete. I said
Come
GOAT.
on, bro.
GOAT. And Jim Thorpe is the greatest athlete of all time.
Actually,
Right,
I would
Nicer?
say Jim Brown.
I'm going with Nicer with this. Jim Thorpe.
Yeah, because they have
See,
the
if Michael Jordan was any good at baseball, he would be the best athlete,
I'm
but he
sticking with
wasn't.
Jim Thorpe.
So,
But by the
what sport
way,
was that?
Jim Thorpe, I believe he
football.
Yeah,
played football. But who's the greatest GOAT of all time? Well, I'll give you some of the candidates. In football,
I'll
is
go
Tom
Bo
Brady.
Jackson. You know,
Basketball is Bill
lead
Russell.
down low. Lead down low. What?
In basketball is Bill Russell.
Hell no, man. Come on, Mace.
I would
Come
have
on, man.
Baseball
I would
is
have
Hank
Kareem
Aaron.
over Bill. Mace.
Oh,
No, Bill
you got
Russell's barely in the top 10, man. How you saying that, man?
you guys can talk about that next Saturday night.
Yeah, no, and it's weird. People don't consider horse racing athletic, but I would consider Secretariat one of the greatest sports figures in American history.
And
Do you agree,
Zano,
mate?
you're blowing it, bro. There's gonna be some controversy. You're blowing it. Let's let that simmer to next Saturday night, bro.
I don't
Oh,
care.
we're gonna have some controversy up here. Hockey is Gretzky.
No, the
Even
NBA has
though,
leaked.
even
The NBA
though,
has leaked. Joel Embiid is the MVP.
is it Embiid?
Yeah.
Then he'll get his award tomorrow night because he's going down. You
I'm
can
kind
stop
of
crying
surprised you
now.
chose Mace. I'm
Yeah,
kind of surprised you chose Bill Russell over Kareem.
I gotta be fair. Let me say something about Embiid. It's gonna be very embarrassing that the MVP of the league is gonna lose in 5 games in the second round.
But he got a broken bone in his fucking face,
That's
man.
no
Come on, man.
excuse. He's going down the second round because the team is much better than his. Just like last year when Jokic got his, Chris Paul, the Sun players, they said, okay, fucking ate and destroyed them, bro.
Hey man, yesterday I was on another panel and I absolutely destroyed Joel Embiid because he's decided that he wants to play for France instead of Cameroon. And I absolutely destroyed him. So I'm gonna
Oh,
take
he's
a
gonna
break
play
off
for
of
France,
Joel
bro?
Embiid.
What
Yeah.
is up with these guys not representing Africa unless they playing for Ujiri in Toronto? What's up with that?
I absolutely cooked him yesterday, bro.
I
Cooked him.
think the Giannis one stinks. Also, that and Embiid.
He wouldn't know for Bam Adebayo. The reason why I didn't cook him is because he wasn't close to his father, so I can understand that. But Victor Oladipo, mate, bro, both of your parents. I think his mom is Igbo, his dad is Yoruba. They were literally full Nigerian. Man. He doesn't. He said, "Oh, I'll try out for America." Man, listen, I mean, the Nigerian team is already good even without him. But still, imagine if they had him, Achua, Vincent, what's the other guy's name? Bassi, uh, Giannis. I think Giannis's brother plays for Nigeria. I don't think Giannis does, but man, these guys, man, like even look at the Cameroon team, man. The Cameroon team, they will be good because they have Siakam and they have Joel Embiid. Oh, so the big man is already set, and I know they got some players overseas who play too. Come on, man.
All right, Manzano,
Man, I
you
destroyed him,
wish.
man. I was pissed off when I heard that shit.
I'm gonna go with Messier. Mark Messier's horse to win this Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I think I can say the GOAT for each sport. I don't know about baseball, so I can't really say that.
Hank
I don't
Aaron
know
for
about hockey
baseball.
either, so I can't say that.
Hockey's Wayne Gretzky.
For me, I would have Guy Lafleur over Gretzky, to be honest,
No way.
because of the amount of championships the guy won. I don't care
But you
about
want
the
to know
stats.
something?
What?
Wayne Gretzky put hockey on the map in America when he got traded to the Kings. And that's why that King-Oiler rivalry is so big.
Hey, Mace, I'm gonna have to get off. I'm gonna go eat dinner with my
Oh, I'll
mom
be
for
here.
Mother's Day.
I'll be here. I got Memphis in 2 hours. I got Memphis in an hour and a half against Golden State.
Now for basketball, well, let me save basketball for last. Well, for football, it's a toss-up between Tom Brady and Joe Montana.
It's definitely
But for
Brady.
me, yeah, whatever. The talented, most talented. I'll say the most talented quarterback is obviously Aaron Rodgers, but I'll leave that alone. But we're just gonna stick with rings now. So, but
This
if
is
we
year
go off
13.
just overall,
This is year 13
relax.
for Aaron.
Man, they lucky. They lucky. The whole sports world is lucky. The football world is lucky that because if you replace Aaron Rodgers with motherfucker all the help that Tom Brady had, oh my god, they would have been winning every single year. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
You know what makes Tom Brady so special,
I'll do.
Relentless?
I'll leave that alone. Like I
You know
said,
what
I'm gonna
makes
leave it
Tom
alone.
Brady so special?
Yeah, those got good defenses, man. Shout
When
out to Tom Brady.
that's true, but when that went, because the years he won, except for the one in Tampa, he didn't have weapons around him. He made them better with a bunch of scrubs. And in 2 of the Super Bowls he won with Gronk didn't play. He was hurt.
It always helps when you have a great kicker and a great defensive. The great defensive team that always put you in great defense,
That was his
great
first
positions on
Super.
the field
That was his
when they get
first
the
Super Bowl.
when
That
they
was
get.
his. Yeah, when he was a game manager. That was his first 3 Super Bowls. Yeah.
Hey,
Granted.
listen, when a quarterback throws when a quarterback throws 4 interceptions in the playoff in a Super Bowl and still win, you got a good ass defense. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's move on to another. Let's
Oh
move on.
man, you and
Okay, let's move on to
Kareem, the
soccer.
Brady hate. Oh,
Hey man, hey man, it is what it is.
soccer. He picked Pele. Yes.
Messi. Go is either Messi or Ronaldinho.
Well,
Either between
neither of
those
them
two.
made it. It was Pele who the greatest ever.
It is
And the
what it is. Even though
and the
Pele played against a
and the
bunch of part timers, but we leave that alone.
part timers, the players were great back in those days. And the
Leave that alone.
in men's tennis, I don't give a damn how many championships Nadal has won. Is Djokovic, and in women's tennis, it is Serena Williams.
Not Federer.
No,
Not Federer.
Djokovic.
Who's beating each other more? Who has more
Djokovic.
Grand Slams?
Djokovic is 7.
But has a Federer beaten Djokovic more times Djokovic beaten Federer?
No, Djokovic. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Djokovic has a 750. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. 750 winning percentage against Nadal and Federer combined in major tournaments. That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I used to
what
like.
about
I
golf?
used to like
Would you say Tiger
Palmer.
Woods
What's
the
his name?
GOAT?
What's that dude's name? Palmer.
Arnold Palmer?
Didn't he recently pass away? From?
Yeah, 2 years ago, I think. But
Yeah, Arnold Palmer. I got Arnold Palmer.
Okay, I put Jack Nicklaus for golf, and I'm going to tell you, young people, why. Tiger Woods, when he did that stupidity, cheated all of his Tigerhood fandom of the best years in your career. In golf, your best years are from 30 to 44, and he was doing his bullshit during that time. His fans got cheated. He would have easily been the greatest golfer ever. Easy.
Mm.
And because of his personal life, he fucked it up. I'm going to let you two talk. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
Make it 4 minutes.
I
got to see
All
this.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Relentless, if you remember when Tiger Woods had that so-called accident, which actually I really think his wife really
Didn't he get
tried
beat
to
up?
kill him
Didn't he
with
get
that
beat up by
car.
his wife?
No, she hit him with a car. That really is attempted murder, but they spun it that it was actually just a car accident, that she didn't really mean to hit him with the car. But I really believe that was attempted murder. They just tried to sweep it under the rug because they didn't want to they didn't see. If Tiger Woods was smart, he would have just said it what it is, and have his wife brought up on criminal charges, because that actually was, I do believe that actually was attempted murder, but they tried to play it like it was just an accident. She didn't mean to hit him with the car.
Man, that bitch is crazy, man. Any chick that try to run you over with a car, should have never got married to in the first place, man.
Yeah, I agree with
Man,
you
that shit is
there.
crazy.
But he decided to go. That's the story he decided to present to the public, and so he's got to live with that, because that actually is something that bad. You would think that would knock some sense into you, and you would say, wow, oh, my wife really is crazy. I'm leaving her. I'm bringing criminal charges against her. I'm getting her locked up, and I'm divorcing her. And but nope, he didn't do that. Yeah, I really don't follow golf, but I know Tiger Woods won at least what do you call them, uh what do you call that big golf tournament, um the US Open.
Oh, yeah.
But props to him for being the first major black player. We actually did, we had a guy who made it into the into the PGA tour. He's a Navajo. His name was Nota Begay. But yeah, so we got a native. We got a native in golf. We just need our first NBA Native American player, man.
Oh yeah. So wait, I was gonna ask. So you're native. So you have like Native American like blood.
Yeah, my family is actually Alaskan Native. I'm the first member of my family in my family's history to be born outside of Alaska. I was born in Missouri, but I grew up in the Twin Cities here in Minnesota. Lived here most all my life. But yeah,
Mm.
my family's Alaskan Native.
Does your family like know the tribe and stuff?
Oh yeah, the language, the traditions, that they still hunt and fish. They're teaching their young ones like that. But that's, see, because I was off Facebook for a while. I actually deleted it. The only reason I came back was to keep in touch with my family back in Alaska, because they have the coolest posts. And they go out hunting, fishing, picking berries. They're still very pretty much traditional, but now they got internet up there, so which is really cool, because I can keep in touch with them and see all the cool things that they be doing back home.
Mm.
Yep. But here in the Twin Cities, we have a pretty good sized indigenous population, because I said we got the 7 northern reservations, and also the 4 in the southern part of the state. we also have the two big casinos. They do pretty good. Like I said, we got a pretty good Somalian population, Mexican, Asian population. We got all different kinds of people here. It's a pretty cool place to live, except for the harsh winters. That's the only downside to it. Yeah, but I was telling Mace earlier, I've always wanted to come check out New York. 'Cause I ain't never been yet.
And New York is cool, man. It's cool. Wait, so do you have like a traditional name, or is it
Major upset in the derby.
No, it's well, actually, look, my dad's side of the family is white, right? No, I'm native on my mom's side, but yeah, my dad gave me a Hebrew name, Ruth, and my
no,
family's.
you don't have to say your full government name now. You know
Oh
these
no, I'm
people they
not doing
be
that. I'm
yeah
comfortable saying my first name because I
yeah
know there's the weirdos in this space that would dox me if they could. So, but yeah, I don't have no problem saying my first name, which is Ruth. I've said it on other shows too. Um, but yeah, cause um well it's funny cause my family back in Alaska don't have a traditional name. They have a European name.
mm.
Which that reminds me because I've always wanted to go ask my aunties, how did we get that name and what was our family name before that? Because that's what I really would like to know. Because I actually would change my name back to that.
Yeah, my name is kind of crazy too, if I'm being honest. Like on regular shit. So like if my ID, like my state ID name, like my driver's license name, it has I like cut it down to like three names. So it's my first name, my middle name, my last name. But my full name, I think my full name I have like like maybe 7 or 8 names. So it's like, cause like in like a lot of my family members, like we got like long names, right? Like traditional names. So like really, I mean, I'm not gonna say my whole name, but I'm just gonna leave out my first name, right? Like my middle name is Kwesi Junior Yeboah Osei Asante Prempeh Wiru, which is like some like real traditional name. So like really, back in school, like I have to literally tell the teacher how to say my name, right? Because the only like name that you can pronounce is my first name, because it's like an English name, right? And the rest is like just like the rest is just like is like Ashanti, so like you can't really like pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I asked, like maybe like if you can relate to it. I was like, oh shit,
No,
name's crazy.
I say that's bogus because even if you have a long name, people would butcher it on purpose because they don't want to take the effort to say a name
Yeah,
that isn't a common name. But I say that's bogus because I actually would make because I respect people names are sacred to me, and especially
yeah.
if see like the Lakota here, they are known for having long names. Like I know some guys I went to school with. I know one classmate. He had a really cool name. His last name was Kills Plenty. There's other like another guy. His last name was Never Misses a Shot. Um,
What?
yeah, they would be like I know a family that I used to kick it with back in the day. Their last name was Makes Room for Them. Yeah, so
Uh,
they got really Lakota has the coolest names.
oh, is that the tribe Lakota?
Yeah, they're based out of South Dakota. They're also North Dakota, but mostly South Dakota. Yeah,
Hmm.
because I lived in South Dakota for a while, and I visited there many times. It's a very beautiful place. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if Mace be back. I was gonna ask him about the Bronx
it's
because
not.
I know the Bronx got a lot of Ghanaians over there. And even when I first came to America, I was living in I'll wait until Mace comes back because he probably knows where I'm talking about. Over there, you can find many different types of like Ghanaian tribes because like Ghana is a majority like a Christian country, but then you have like some people who practice Islam. You call them Hausa people, and they speak a whole nother like language. No, like if you meet another, let's say
Hello.
I don't know if you ever met another Native Americans. So if you met another Native American, you guys have different languages. Like in Ghana, we have different languages, but it's
Cat,
like
come up.
a different dialect. It's a different
Yeah,
dialect. It's not necessarily a different language.
every tribe has their own language, own
Mm,
songs, and prayers, and traditions, and things like that. And it's like I said earlier, the Sioux, they have three dialects. They have Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota. But Nakota, they usually, a lot of them, a lot of them could be considered the Dakota dialect. Like I said, Hochshila means boy, but the Dakota would say Hochshida with the D,
mm.
and the Nakota would also say, so someone will say Hochshina, but a lot of them will say Hochshida with a D.
Yeah, Cap. I was
So
about to say it right now.
but I'll say the most complicated language is got to be the Navajo, because those are ones that they used in the war as code talkers. I don't know if you ever heard about, I think that was Vietnam, or it might have been the Korean War also. But yeah, they used they sent Navajos over there, to send the messages back and forth, because the enemy couldn't understand what they were saying. They couldn't break the code. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big part in helping win the war.
All right, those of you,
Hey, Mace, you back? I was gonna ask you.
I've been back. I'm just letting you guys
I was
catch
gonna
up.
ask you since you're a Bronx boy. I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
ask you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling Nisa because she was talking about like Native American communities, and I was telling her about Ghanaian communities.
Mm-hmm.
I think New York has the most Ghanaians, but like a lot of us are majority in the Bronx, right? So I was gonna ask you, right? Do you know where Tracy Towers is?
Of course. It's on my Shulu
Oh
Parkway.
man,
I used to
listen,
live
what
like
up?
5 minutes away.
With, hey, bro, when I first landed in America, right? Bro, everybody knew Tracy Towers. Like that's literally like little Ghana over there, bro. Like if you go there, you find all types of different like Ghanaian stuff with it. You find
It
Muslim
looks like
Ghanaians,
it. I don't mean
Christian
no
Ghanaians,
offense. It looks like it.
light skinned Ghanaians, dark skin. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Oh, they everywhere. I think it's like 3,000 Ghanaians who live in that. Like 3,000. It might be 3,000 families that live in that, bro. They roam that place, bro. Like
That's
I even lived there like a couple years when I first came to.
that part of the Bronx where Montefiore Hospital is, where I was in for like 100 days recently. Um,
Yeah, because when my mom and my dad first came to America, like they came in the early '90s, they lived in Tracy Towers, and they used to tell me like
yeah, the 4 train puts you right
every
there.
single gun, yeah,
The 4 train,
every single
second to
Ghanaian that
last
came
stop.
to America to came to the Bronx, they literally lived in that tower.
Yeah. When I think of the World Trade Center, where I used to live, right, you could see, I would see the last 15 floors of Tracy Towers. Think about this. It would take 3 buildings of Tracy Towers, one standing up on the other to the other, was taller than the World Trade
Mm.
Center. Think about that.
Wow, I like to hear you or go into that, because when I was hanging out with Kuda, and he was mentioning the World Trade Center, because he was actually following the story. So I want to hear your take about it, because you were in New York at the time.
Well, it hit close to home to me because that morning I went to see my boy. It owed me like $2,000. And I'm like, bro, let me go pick this money up after work. And I used to work at night. So I went to go pick up the money. And then 2 women came out of the back and said, who will hit the World Trade Center? So, like, I'm thinking, don't I know somebody close who worked at the World Trade Center? And then when the guy said the second tower was hit, I realized my father was working in those buildings. So I ran home. I had DirecTV back then. So they knocked out all the cable in New York City, all over the place. I had DirecTV, so I saw everything what was going on. And I didn't think I'd see my father again. But then my father called me and said, yo, I'm across the street. Can I come upstairs? I said, hell yeah, you can come upstairs, bro. Kidding me? And he had all that dust on him. He walked, think about this, Relentless, you live here. He walked from the World Trade Center all the way to 228th Street in the Bronx. Think about that. Because remember, there was no trains, no buses. But I'll tell you a sadder part about that. The week before, I went to go see my father and say hello to him. And I had to go into the building. And it was the second building that got hit. So he introduced me to all of his coworkers, and most of them were senior citizen ladies taking a security guard job to make ends meet, just like my dad did.
Wow. You
That
think
Wednesday,
that was
yeah, Labor Day 2001, a week before the towers got hit. And sadly, when my father read the paper the next day, they had all the list of everybody that passed away. Except for him, his whole company passed away.
wow. So you would think that that was divine intervention that he wasn't in the building at that time?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Dad died 3 years later after that. And, to this second, my mother's still fighting, claiming he died by asbestos. Because a lot of people did. And one of these days, I'll dig up the medal and the award my father got for bravery on the World Trade Center. They gave him one. It was nice. For
Wow,
his,
that's cool.
yeah.
And
But every day is
thanks for
September.
sharing that, Mace, because I didn't even know that you had immediate family there. So you were really affected by that.
Always will be, because how can I say this to you? A lot of people lost their lives that day, and
Oh yes, oh yes.
and that day hits me hard. I mean, whenever it's September 11th, I'm not like some of these people go get over it. Like, a lot of people say that. Me, my dad survived that horror show, and my heart still goes out to those families. Really does.
Wow.
Me, sometimes in life, bro, honey, people gotta really show that they are human, and a lot of people don't, because they're so caught up in their own world.
You're right about that. You're on point with that.
I mean, it's sad that all those people. It's been a generation now since that happened. I'll never
Yep.
forget the morning. It was 80 degrees that morning in New York City. 80 degrees. It was a beautiful morning. And I had the unfortunate pleasure to see all the events because, like I said, I had DirecTV, so my signal wasn't knocked out. Everybody else's was. So I saw, which was a horror show, how New York ended up looking the next day, the next morning. It was horrible down there. And to be honest with you, sweet, New York has never recovered.
I bet.
We have never recovered. Because a good buddy of mine told me this 20 years ago. He said, for our parents the Empire State Building is the symbol. For us, it was the World Trade Center, and I'll never forget. I was there when they opened the one my father worked in the Bicentennial, 1976. My mother took me down there. They opened it. I was looking at it because I was a 12-year-old kid. I'm like saying, "Wow, look how tall it was." I always stopped whatever I was doing whenever I went down over to the Wall Street section just to look up at the towers because it was breathtaking. God bless his soul. It was breathtaking. And this city's never been the same since
Wow.
since that's happened. Never been the same.
Oh, peace, Melina. I see you. What's going on, girl?
I mean, here, like I told you, was I telling you? Yeah, you was asking about New York. That was the beginning of really the downfall of this city. Not with
Beginning of the
crime,
end, huh?
but the image.
Okay.
New York is a lot different now. I mean, for years it was a tourist attraction. Now the new governor cut that shit out, thank God. And the new mayor, they both cut that out. You know, because a lot of us complained about the tourists. They had no respect. They act like this city was theirs and it wasn't. And now we got our wish. Thank you, the old governor that was here, Como. He said, "Hey, you people don't want as much tourism. You got it." Like now to come here, you have to go through the whole nine, all that crap. You gotta be quarantined for 2 weeks. And a lot of tourists ain't gonna pull up with that. They can go, no, I ain't gonna do it just to go to New York. So
I dig that.
New York is a lot different in people, not like it used to be. I think the millennial crowd, the zillennial crowd, this love affair they have with the gym, with nightclubs, really changed the dynamic of this town. In other words, New York has become very shallow. It used to be real cool to be here. Now it's shallow. It's just different now. I mean, when you come here, I'll show you some things. I'll be glad to.
That's what's up.
I'll take you to St. Mark's. You'll like that. In the village. What I was going to report to everybody is we had the biggest upsets in the history of Kentucky Derby tonight, as the horse that won the race wasn't even in the race until this morning, and that he was 80-1 on. So if you bet on Rich Strike to win this race, folks, you are a very rich person right now. My man got a beautiful family. That's one thing about rich people.
What's that?
Their siblings, look, except for the Kennedy family. Well, all that family was ugly. The men looked good. The women didn't. True. The women, the Kennedy women, are ugly. Ugly.
Well, it's a good thing they had money.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the men were good looking. They say they got the looks from the mother. So I think she just passed Rose Kennedy a couple years ago. But what the point I was making is this man got a beautiful family. Nothing but daughters. My man got a beautiful family. That's what happens
So
when
how
you're
does
rich.
that happen? Did the men in the family, do they marry ugly women and their kids turn out ugly?
I think the parents hit it. I think the parents hit it off, but something happening among the. Because Rose Kennedy is not bad looking when she was younger, but I mean Rose Kennedy looked good. What was Jack Kennedy? Yeah, Jack Kennedy was the father. Or was it Rob? Yeah, Rob. Nah, not that much. You know what the Kennedy family is famous for? You know why they're cursed, right?
No.
They caused the Great Depression back in the 1920s. They stole money from Wall Street, made everybody depressed. I mean, made the country go down. The Great Depression.
Oh,
It
when
was their
the
family.
crash happened, but they made off like bandits.
Yes, the Kennedys. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
And God has cursed
The
them.
universe was like, you ain't getting away with
Yep.
that.
A lot of the young men, the Kennedy men, a lot of them were killed by strange shit. Strange. You know, Robert and John F. was shot. They were executed. The nephew, he was killed in a skiing accident. The son, he died the worst because he was the best looking of all of them. He was a heartthrob back. Remember John Jr.?
Yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah, he was a
He
good
passed
looking
away
guy.
too, right?
Yeah, died. He was flying his plane with broken foot. They told him not to fly. Just got married and they both died, unfortunately. I see you, Sack. I see you, bro. Don't worry, I got you. Want to come up? You can. Yeah. Horrible. Yeah, been cursed for the last, I'll say, 90 years. Stole that money, made them rich. That's why they moved all the way up to Massachusetts.
Uh,
They didn't live here. They moved all the way
yeah.
back up to
What's the point of getting? What's the point of getting or keeping money if you can't enjoy it?
They've
I would,
enjoyed it.
if that was me, I would give the money away. I would try to right that wrong so that I can enjoy the rest of my life. Because
Hey,
that's important to me.
nah,
It's to be able to enjoy life, to go places, to see things, to to it to have that freedom to be able to if you got any ill-gotten money or whatever, and you know that will keep you prisoners, um, that definitely would mess you up psychologically to the point where, yeah, you have all that money, but you can't even enjoy it. So what's the point?
Zach Pace in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Oh, well, look what happened. The sons, the men in the family turned out good looking. The women are all butt ugly.
So you think that's a part of the curse, huh?
Oh, yes. Some of them committed suicide,
Oh
became
man.
alcoholics. Yeah, true story. And Kennedy
Yeah,
women
I
are
could see
from the.
that. I could see that because the average women basically. I'm speaking in general. They are pretty vain. When it comes to their appearance. So, yeah, I can see how that can make you depressed if you're not physically attractive.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I can
Kennedy
see
women,
that.
you never seen them because they were so ugly. You wipe them.
Man, you wild. No, but you bring an interesting perspective because I ain't never even thought about it like that.
Yeah, thank
Huh.
God for Jackie O. Not Mr.
But
Miami's
she
Jackie
married
O, the
into the
rapper.
family. She wasn't born a Kennedy. She married into the family, right?
Yeah, and she represented the women of the family. You think the women like that? The sisters, you
Oh,
think they
dang,
like
man,
that?
you wild, man.
That the media put Jackie O on a pedestal
uh,
and ignore those ugly women? Those Kennedy women were ugly. God, they were ugly.
wow. You're speaking truth though there, man. It's funny, but it's real at the same time. Man. That's what makes it even funnier. Mace, you should you should go into comedy, man. I mean, you're
Everybody
doing
says
great.
that about me.
You're
I don't
doing
think I'm.
great. No, no. Here's an idea I want to run by you because you're doing great. Holding your sports shows, but you're thinking about like doing skits or like coming up with a set of jokes and making videos on that and putting them on your channel.
When I
'Cause I
get
think those
mad,
would do really well.
when I get mad, like I killed Zion Williamson a lot, people love that. They start laughing, crying. They enjoy that. Mr. Miami, Sean, all these guys say, Mace, you should be a comedian. I'm like, why? I'm upset right now.
No, but that's what makes your commentary, your sports commentary even greater, because it's just so darn funny.
Well, I just tell the truth. What I see, how I feel. You know, I'm not one of these that like to be joking up here. Like Tack is funny. Tack man is hilarious with his
Yeah,
joke.
he is.
But
Shout out to Tat, man.
I'm not like him. He'll be here later tonight. I'm not like him though.
Oh, but you know what? I didn't realize it was 6:30 already. I'm getting pretty hungry, Mace. You know, I took
No,
a
you know what?
steak out. I
You
was
know,
gonna make me a nice steak for Sunday dinner and make me some more peach iced tea.
go
But
ahead. Go ahead.
you
I'll
gonna
be
be
back
on
in an
later?
hour. I'll be back in an hour.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'll be back too.
All right,
You know, I
baby. I'll
ain't
be
doing
up
nothing
here. I'll
else
be
for the rest
back
of the
at
evening.
7. I'll be back at 7:35 your time.
Oh, yeah, there'll be plenty of time. I already have eaten. You know, I gotta do a little bit of cleaning. But yeah, but I'm gonna just be relaxing and chilling for the rest of the evening. You know, so I'll be here.
You got
I'll
it.
be back.
All right. I love you, girl. Everybody, the
All right,
beautiful
Mace. I
nation.
love you. Thanks for having
Love
me
you
on,
too.
man.
Gang,
See you soon.
bye bye. I'm gonna take an hour off. I'll be back just in time for Ja versus Steph. 8:35 Eastern time, 5:35 Pacific, 7:35 in the Midwest and the Southland. I'll see you in an hour. Enjoy your dinner, everybody across the country.